Hello. Feels weird. I haven't been in my space in so long. Feels kind of weird. All right, let's see if I can get this shared already. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to register that I'm even live streaming. Nice. I fucking hate this shirt. Probably should have wore a different one because it irritates me. Hi, Vera. You're here. I'm so excited. You're the first one too. You're the first one too. Hold on. I was gonna share this. I feel rusty. I haven't been doing this. Um, hmm. I'm like forgetting like how to share. I feel all slow and stupid. Oh, did it share? What is it doing? What is the deal? I'm here. Thanks for the heads up. LOL. You look beautiful. Oh, I thank you. I can't see you, but I know you look beautiful too, Vera. Where the fuck? I don't even know if it's shared. I clicked to share it and then it did nothing. Hi, White Runts. How are you? I hope well. I hope everyone is well. Wow, I feel like super slow. I'm not even high. I didn't even smoke weed. Not now. I don't know. Did this share? Oh, it did. Good. Well, I should share it on my business page too, but hi, Jay. Let's just get back to business. I'm going to pull cards tonight. Oh, Vera, what's going on with that job? That was a while back. I had pulled cards on that job for you, and it seemed like all really good stuff. You should get high for sure. I know. I plan on doing that after the live stream. I have a movie I'm going to watch tonight after I live stream. So, um, Um, I when I started like straightening out my desk the other day, I had picked up my Alice in Wonderland. See, I don't even know if my mouth is gonna work to talk the way I want to talk on here. That's a lot of the problem lately with wanting to live stream is I haven't like felt like talking and I can't come on here and not say anything. Like, would you guys watch if I just came on and just said nothing? Probably not. I mean, well, some would. Annis, how are you? What's going on? Um, the Aquarius has missed you, girl. I know. I gotta do some pre-recorded sign readings for everybody. I haven't done that in so fucking long. I gotta get back to it. I gotta get back to it. Um, but anyways, what I was saying when I was straightening out the desk, because I'm like, I gotta get this straightened out a little, or else I'm not gonna want to live stream because it's been such a mess over here. But I picked up the Alice in Wonderland deck and I was like, oh, let me shuffle some cards. And two cards came out together. And I was like, I'm going to leave these out because in case this is a message for anyone else. I found it interesting that both of them have clocks and they're both connected to time. This one is number 14. It's clock time, time pressure, inner rush. And then this one is number 24. Use your time well. Make every moment count. Um, and I feel I like I mean I knew why it was a message for me, because I've already been thinking about this stuff. Like, I want to use my time more wisely. I want to live my life in a way that's more beneficial for me and for the people around me. And it's like I keep taking steps to get there, and then we always do work to push ourselves forward, and then we get pushed back. Um, But I felt like this could also be a message for a lot of others of, there's all this pressure to get things done, and we're in a rush, and the world is so it's so fucking fast paced now. Like, think about back in the day when we used to have to like write letters to each other. Remember pen pals? It would, like, you'd write a letter and you have to wait a couple days for it to get to them. That's if they were in the same state you are. If they're across the country, it might take a little longer. But it used to take time to communicate. Now everything's just so fast. Like, if I wanted to talk to one of you guys, I could send you an email real quick. 2 seconds, boom, I've made contact. Um, but it's like the faster things get, the more pressure there is to be able to do everything with less time. Um, so use our time well, make every moment count. If you're under pressure, you at least have to find some time to release that and decompress from it. Um, Even if it's just little moments. Like, I was telling guys last time I was on here, I was sitting outside in my yard and just putting my hands and feet in the grass and just appreciating being able to sit in my own yard and just be connected to nature. And it, like, there was a time where, like, I'd probably roll my eyes if somebody was like, reconnect with nature. I'd be like, oh God, get away from me. But it's important. The older I get, the more I like realize all these things that seem like so stupid and like, oh God, are actually really fucking important. Um, what did Pog say? Because I just see it was like deleted, and Jay's like, Pog, yo there. Oh man, fat ass white girls. So that's your name on YouTube, is fat ass white girls. Vera timed you out, so you can't talk for 300 seconds. Yeah, he's trolling. Maybe when his timeout is over, he won't troll anymore and he'll hang out. Um, oh yeah, Vera, wait, hold on. Did you answer me on how the job thing's going? Um, I love Aquarius. My mom was the weirdest thing. I couldn't comment. What? What do you want to comment? What Paul comments? Um, make every moment count. There's a lot of times where it just ugh, life feels like it's wasting away. If you're ever feeling like that, take some time to plan out to do something to get yourself out of that energy. I showed up tonight. Yes, I did. You emailed me yesterday and I told you tomorrow for sure. I wasn't going to tell you tomorrow for sure and then not show up. And if for some reason something came up, Jay, I would have emailed you and been like, yo, my bad, dude. Well, because I wanted to come back on later on that night when the last time I was on, but I don't know if you were on and noticed I had said, oh, somebody's trying to call me. That's when my mom was calling me to tell me my niece. Oh yeah, no, I haven't told anyone else. Jay knows. My niece took my mother's car. I'm only laughing because she's okay and nobody was hurt. I mean, well, except my mom's car. My niece is like, she doesn't have a license. Stop taking people's cars, because every time she takes someone's car, she crashes it, and it's like, why is anyone letting her get a hold of any keys? She's impulsive. She has a frontal lobe injury, so it's like, even if she has a moment where she's like, I shouldn't do that, like, her impulse is like, just do it anyways. So she can't be trusted with anyone's car keys. But yeah, she took my mom's car. She hit a pole. It flipped a few times and landed upside down and then caught fire. Because, you know, She doesn't just get in an accident. You know, the first car she totaled, she drove into some kind of rock or something, some guy's car. It's like, dude, why are you even letting her take your car, you idiot? Um, and then the next car, yeah, it was my mom. She hit a fire hydrant. Why are you hitting a fire hydrant and ripping the front end off the car? What are you doing? And now it's a pole and the car's gone. And insurance is like, screw you, Julie. You keep letting your granddaughter touch the keys. Yeah, Lenny, they just wanted to use me to train and then promote the people I trained, so I'm leaving. What the fuck? It's been kind of upsetting. Oh, that's weird. I mean, it's like all the cards we had that night were all, well, you know, like we had the Four of Wands, people coming together. That could have been you coming together to train other people. Um, what I just said, no respect, I guess. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Fuck that. Have you been looking for another job? You never reply on IG. I think you just messaged me that one night. Or actually, did you message me or did you just send me? I think I'm talking to White Runs for a second. Because I just noticed his message too. I feel like you sent me a request for like a video chat or something. I can't remember what it was, but I haven't gotten a message from you since that first time. Um, what was I gonna say? Hmm. I thought your mom moved out. My mom did move out. She don't live here, but you know, still have to hear all her drama and it like I'm like the person she calls to like dump all her shit on. But when good things are happening, she doesn't call me and tell me about it. It's only when bad things are happening she calls me and just dumps it all on me. And now I gotta start giving her rides everywhere because she doesn't have a car. And I'm like, I don't even like you half the time. It's like you're my mom. I love you, but especially after this experience with living with her for the past year, I've got a lot of like anger and resentment that I got to work on and let go of because uh, you'll message me tonight. All right. But you get what you invite. I think I invite disrespect, honestly. Um, yeah, sometimes we do that. We don't even mean to. We don't even mean to, Vera. We like sometimes we don't consciously invite certain things in, but it's about like diving in and doing the inner work and figuring out what am I doing, what frequency am I vibrating at that I'm attracting this in and people think this is okay because it's not. um Sometimes it might be something as simple as our boundaries, you know, being more stern within our boundaries, but yeah, people can sense if they can, you know, like if you try to give an inch, they'll take a mile. People can sense if they can do that to you. And a lot of times, even on their end, it's not consciously, it's subconscious. We all need to like really tune into what's going on beneath the surface of our consciousness and work on it. And it's not even saying that there's something like wrong or bad about us. It's unhealed traumas. And it attracts bullshit situations. Bullshit situations, but we attract those bullshit situations because it's trying to wake us up to something that we need to heal. I mean, unless we're okay with that, like Vera, like for you, for instance, if you were like, oh, well, I don't care that they used me to train these people, I'm fine with where I'm at, then fine. But if you're not okay with it, um, got to do something differently, you know? Let me know how that all goes for you. Right, I don't think it's their fault. Everything's frequency and everybody's operating from their subconscious, whether they're aware of that or not, you know. um this world is weird, man. This world is weird, man, and the more I like tune in and see things from more of an observer perspective, the more I'm just like, what the fuck is humanity ever gonna be good? Um, I have the tablet over here for so I can read the comments, but I'm still looking through the phone. I gotta stop doing that because the leaning in is actually fucking up my back. Can you hear me pulling the tablet forward? Um, don't block me. I'm subbed to this channel almost a year now. Oh, you are, Pog? How come you never come in and say hi? I like this witch lady's wisdom, advice, etc. I gave a thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm not a witch lady. I mean, I went for an egg clearing the other day, and she gave me some black salt, and because she's like into like more of the witchy stuff than I am, and it's like I'd like to be more into it, but it's like I gotta do baby steps. You know, I've already like learned a lot, and now there's like a whole slew of, well, even something as little as like all the weeds in my yard, like I know violets are pretty, but technically they're weeds, but you can take them out and use them for medicinal purposes. Dandelions. Um, I had horseweed in my yard last year. It was annoying. I'm gonna make sure the landscaper comes this year. And my yard looks better than it did last year. But even the horseweed, I was reading, you can use that. There's all kinds of benefits from plants and stuff. But yeah, so she gave me black salt, and I've already forgotten what she told me I should be doing with it. So I gotta research that and make sure I use it properly. Um, but yeah, like even the wanting to take like the little weeds out of my yard and use them for health benefits, that's considered witchy stuff, I guess. That's why I bring it up. Hi, Lemur of Death. Katie, you're here. Yay! The gang's all here. Well, actually, not the whole gang, but most of us are here. So she didn't move far. No, she didn't fucking move far enough. Oh, man. Um, I'm gonna be getting a new phone soon, and because I've noticed my phone will like try to like automatically adjust the lighting, and like 1 minute it makes me look like pale, and the next minute it's like gives me a nice glow. It's like, can I keep the fucking glow? Can I keep the glow? It's also hot in here right now. Um, Hi YT Zakski. Did I say that right? Zakski? We got Trump. We are great again. Am I invisible to this coven? No, you're not invisible at all. Get off the map. You know, I've done a lot of drugs in life. I never did meth. Never did meth. I feel you, Catherine. Good times, bad times. You know, I've had my share. What would become of me? Hey, Binford, how are you? I was going to send out a search party starting in the most northern state of Maine. Oh, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm actually gonna pull cards tonight. I'm kind of nervous about it because I haven't even been pulling cards for myself or like even like offline, just general energy. I haven't been pulling cards at all. So if I pull cards tonight and it's shit, my bad. My bad. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. And sometimes the best is not enough. But we shall persevere. I tried eating black salt. It's a laxative, didn't go well. Well, she was telling me like the process to make the black salt. I was like, oh, you can't just, it just doesn't come like that. There's not like a salt that just comes like Uh, it's like, girl, it sounds like you're making drugs over here. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna pull cards, but I don't know which deck to use. We just had that new moon in Taurus, and I didn't come on to pull cards for it because I'm a dick. I'm a dick. Said I wanted to come on, and then all that shit was going on with my niece and my mom, and then I just get, well, what's it been? Has it been a week since I live streamed? Almost. I want to come on multiple times a week. That's going to be my goal. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right. I'm super fucking excited. What date is it? But we're going to have a full moon in Scorpio. I love Scorpio energy. I mean, my moon is Scorpio, so my moon is Scorpio. You're glowing. Thank you. Oh my God. And I got to remember to tell you guys, should I tell you guys about it now? Should I tell you about it after? Because I think that I don't think I told you guys in the last live stream, when I woke up in the middle of the night and there was something in my room with me. Do you guys remember me saying anything about that? I don't think I told you guys. I think at one point during the live stream I thought to say it, and then when I was gonna go say it, I forgot what it was I wanted to say. I was like, fuck, there's something I want to tell you guys, and I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Um, have you guys saying what? Have you guys Scorpio men, ladies know? Oh yeah. Scorpio men are hot because they have that like dark, mysterious energy to them, even like if they're not trying to be. It's just natural. Um, all right. So have you guys ever woken up and felt like there was something in the room with you? Like you, and also like when you wake up from a nightmare and like you still like you feel scared, like you still feel like you're in the nightmare even though like you're now awake. Um, Hi Sam, how are you? Long time no see. Where have you been? Ugh, living life. Living life. Um, Hold on, I'm gonna talk to you in a second, Sam, because I want to catch up with you. I want to know how you're doing. It has been a while. Leo men were my downfall. Yeah, Phantom's a Leo, but he has a Scorpio ascendant and a Pisces moon, and I totally fuck with that. I love that. Um, oh yeah, so I woke up in the middle of the night. I didn't have a nightmare. But I just had this like I felt like I had woke up from a nightmare. I just had this really scared feeling, and then it just started to feel like there was something in the room with me, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But it didn't the weird thing is I felt scared, like terrified, but it also didn't feel like it was going to hurt me or it was trying to hurt me. What it felt like was like it was feeding. Like it was like it it felt like as if it had put like a straw in like my aura and was just like sucking it dry. That's what it felt like. And so I started calling forward all the archangels to like cloak and protect and clear out the space. And it took almost like 10 minutes for the energy to shift. And then when it shifted, the room felt completely fucking normal. Like suddenly that like scared feeling went away. That feeling of like something was like sucking energy out of me went away. And it was just weird. It was weird. Um, and then there was another night I woke up. It was kind of the same, only the scared feeling wasn't there because I don't think it was near me. I think it was in the house near other people when they were sleeping. Um, you had to put on your AC. I gotta put my AC in the window soon with my bad knees and my bad shoulder. But I did start physical therapy this week, so I'm gonna get my shit together. Doing good, working my ass off, building that dream home. Framing is done on a house. Nice. That's awesome. Oh, I have a question. I keep levitating in dreams and it doesn't feel like godly. Like I'm exhilarated, but it's not of God. Um, like What do you mean like you're levitating? Like like you're just floating? Are you floating in a specific space? Do you think maybe you're astral projecting? Like you're actually like your energies like I don't want to say separating from your body because when we astral project, we do leave our body, but there's a cord that keeps us connected to our physical body. If that cord gets severed, then we can't get back in. What does the chariot mean? Oh, what in tarot? Chariot, depending on the energy of the card itself, the chariot is about forward movement. But usually in a lot of the decks, the horses are going in two different directions. So it's kind of like, negative aspects of the chariot. You could feel pulled in two different directions. I'll levitate and then three and up somewhere else. Oh, end up somewhere else because it's a three instead of an E. I was like, wait, because you know how like second is like two ND. I'm like, is that second? Then I'm like three and it's just a typo. I'll levitate and then end up somewhere else. Yeah, I think you're astral traveling, Vera. I think you're probably like levitating and then going through like portals or something. That night I woke up in the middle of the night. I feel like I woke up for a reason. I feel like I was astral traveling and I was probably sensing something was trying to drain my physical body while I was because it's like when you're sleeping and you astral travel, sometimes you don't remember that's what you're doing when you're sleeping and like when you astral travel in your sleep, you can still wake up feeling tired. But I'm starting to wonder, are we waking up feeling tired because when we're astral traveling, there's negative beings coming in and draining our physical body while we're trying to sleep? Because the body should still be able to rest even if our energy is going somewhere else, you know? So I'm thinking that may be times when we wake up and we've had a full night's sleep. Ever wake up from a full night's sleep, but you feel like you didn't fucking sleep at all? Um, I'm starting to wonder if that's not just from astral traveling. I'm wondering if that is from something feeding while we're astral traveling. Um, and I think I sense like I need to get back to my body because there's something fucking near it. I'm over here in the spiritual realm trying to fucking heal shit and fix shit while my body's sleeping, and this fuckwad is over here trying to fucking suck the life out of me. Um, what does the chariot mean? I'll levitate and then end up somewhere else. Tom. Wait, where is Tom? Oh, interesting. So maybe it's not. Was the alien wearing lunch meat? If it was Tom, it was definitely wearing lunch meat. Um, Yeah, maybe it's not evil. I take it back. Maybe it is evil. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, if it's Tom and he's wearing lunch meat, it could be. Um, hmm. Now, I also had a thought recently. I know I've said on here before, like the idea of, you know, God and the devil are two sides of the same coin, and I sometimes I even wonder like do good and evil really exist or I mean it's just labels that we as humans give certain energies so we can try to, make sense of things. Um Shit, what was I going to say about that? Getting a brain fart cuz I keep noticing about the lunch meat. Sam said all about that lunch meat. Yeah, can't forget the mustard either. Tom needs his mustard for his lunch meat. um oh wait, shit. Where was I going with that thought? Oh yeah, because I was thinking about like the negative like entity that was like trying to like feed from me while I'm sleeping. But here's what I'm thinking. If God, source of all existence, had to create evil things, because if it's the source of all existence, it's the source of all existence, even bad stuff. So I feel like if we're all fractals, extensions of the source. We're all just one little fragment of God projected out into the universe, into physical form. We're pretty much God's thought in physical form. Like he's like, I'm imagining a life if I was a female named Lindsay, and I'm living out that thought for him. Um, it's just a thought. But just hear me out. Go with it. Um, Now, I'm living this life and I have certain beliefs and certain things that have been imprinted and integrated into me. So, is this negative entity or being something that I have manifested into a physical reality with my own energy to feed off of me? It's like, how we have insecurities? What if our insecurities manifest an actual entity to feed off of us, to keep us drained, to keep us insecure because of the part of us that believes those insecurities? You guys following me, or am I just sounding crazy? Tom, is that you? Yes, it is you, my darling. I saw a white flower and I was like, yes, it's him. Sir Thomas Berger Ridsley. Ridsley. Um, are we in purgatory? Very possibly. Very possibly. But then I was also thinking about I was talking to Phantom about it. I was telling him, because I was asking him, like, do you believe that free will is real, or is that just another illusion too? Um, and he gave like a really long, awesome response, which is why I love him so much. And then I was thinking about how, all right, so imagine every single decision you've ever made in your entire life, or every decision you could ever make in your life, is all playing out somewhere in reality. Even when you chose to do the opposite, somewhere in existence, you're living out the other decision. Um, and each decision that we make it brings us to a different timeline. So it's like there's a timeline that exists for every decision that I've ever made, and every decision that I decided not to make. It's all playing out in existence. Um, Now, in order, like, say I'm, in a timeline where I'm feeling shitty and I'm struggling with my depression. Now, I can either choose to stay in that timeline. Like when you play a video game and you want to get to the next level, you can get to the next level. It's possible, but there's certain things that you have to do in order to get to the next level, or else you're not allowed to get there. So, in order to shift timelines to a higher frequency timeline that will be more beneficial to me, I have to do certain things to level up. And then when I shift, I'm now out of the old timeline. And then like Vera, for you, how they fucking did that shit with you. um if you do some inner work and you start shifting your frequency and you start to level up to shift yourself to a timeline where people don't do that to you, um where you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. You're going to be put in positions to see if you're going to allow that type of behavior and that type of treatment anymore. And if you allow it, then you stay in the timeline where that's okay for people to do that to you. Um, Even if you're not quite okay with it. Um, hmm, where was I going with this? I had like so many thoughts about this. They were just kind of like going out of control. So I'm trying to like put it in like a order that makes sense in a way. Um, I just noticed something. Yeah, what if Earth is another version of hell? Um, but here's the thing, there's probably versions of Earth that are hell. There's versions of Earth that are heaven. There's version like every possible possibility exists. Anything you can think of exists somewhere in some reality, in some dimension. Um, Now there's people that like what was his name? Silva. And I know a lot of what the fuck is his name? I've mentioned his name on here before. Uh, he wrote the book Becoming Supernatural. Dr. Joe Dispenza. They talk about being able to shift your reality through, just by really tuning into yourself through meditation and shifting your reality. It's like what Silva, what's his first name? He has a book. I forget what the book is. What the fuck? But there's these people that are going so deep into meditation and visualizing themselves so like intently living out a reality that they actually manifest it into their reality. The Silva guy, um was it him or was it someone Dr. Joe Dispenza was talking about? They were actually manifesting talents, like, oh, I've never played the piano before, but I like manifested a version of myself that knows how to play the piano. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And that also makes me think of like people with DID, multiple personality disorder. Hold on. Side note, we all have multiple personality disorders, just to varying degrees. But I'm talking about the people that like they actually like shift into a completely different person, like the alternate personalities. I um I wonder, like, are those like other souls, or is it just one soul that is in tune with different lifetimes of themselves that are all coming into this present lifetime? I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts. I haven't even pulled any cards yet. I gotta pull cards in a minute. But I want to read a few comments and catch up. And I gotta try staying sitting up instead of slouching like fucking dick. Because it makes my body hurt when I have bad posture. Um, Hope Tom is getting a good deal per pound on the lunch meat. Yeah, that is a hell of a lot of lunch meat. I am this spinning metal ball of fate, looped to its full absolute potential, everywhere at one time and nowhere at all. Uh, Me with short responses. What if time machines are real and we are keep rewinding? They probably are real. Well, not probably. They are real. They have to be fucking real. I mean, technically, our fucking mind is a time machine. Close your eyes and visualize a memory. Boom. You can be in that moment again. I mean, I don't know if everyone sees memories the way I do, but if I like play out a memory in my head, like I can relive every fucking emotion as if it's happening all over again. Which in some cases can be good, in other cases it's not. Hi, Eddie. How are you? Jose Silva. Yeah, yeah, that's his name. See, Benford, you know. You know. I think aliens passes on us stinky humans. 3D cameras make time travel possible, just can't interact with it yet. Um, I loop often, time jump into a different smile. True, or smell the image I want to capture, smells with photos. What? Vera is a babe. Vera is a babe. I'd eat it. You would, Tom? You better watch out, Vera. Better watch out, Vera. Tom might be coming for you. I think um aliens are disgusted yet intrigued by us. They're like, look at these fucking humans. How ridiculous. I can't stop watching though. That's what they're doing. They can't stop watching, but they're just like, what the? It's kind of like watching a reality TV show. Feed on you with a straw. Yeah. I'm like a little juice box. We're all like little juice boxes, and they just come here, stick their straws in. Scorpios, no. You are lovely. Good to see you. Tell me your wonderful experience this week. Oh, this past week. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, so I started physical therapy this week. And, I mean, some of you might not know, but the ones that have watched quite frequently know that I've put on 30 pounds. And so I'm not happy about my weight. And so I'm going to physical therapy, and I'm just like, like I love Phantom and all, but I may never meet him. So I got to stay open to the idea of other guys. And as I'm going to physical therapy, I'm thinking like, oh man, imagine if I had like a hot guy for my physical therapist, and I'm all like uncomfortable with my body and feeling gross, and then he's gonna like hear me trying to breathe and see me trying to function while trying to move. And it's embarrassing. And then I'm like, no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's probably going to be an ugly guy, or it's just going to be a woman. Oh no, it's a tall, handsome fella. Oh man. And yeah, he told me I'm pretty much going to see him every time I go, and that he's not going to pass me around the office. I was like, oh, so you're not going to pass me around? That's great. Committed. I like it. Oh man. I got to try to not make it awkward for the poor guy. I might. I might. Vera, why is All Star same size and sky if they are so far apart? Yeah, what? Our stars all like the same size, but they're like not like further away. They're all like the same distance from us, but a different distance from each other. I love the stars. I like sitting outside and staring up at the sky. Ooh, and then it rained the other day. Yeah, I think I came on after I told you guys. I told it to rain. Well, I told it if it's gonna rain, it might as well downpour, and then it started downpouring, and I felt like a fucking goddess. Oh, maybe all the stars are aliens and we're feeding on them. Maybe. That's also a possibility too. Very why is all stars same size as sky apart? Get late. Get laid. Shit, I'm creeping up on 2 years. I don't even know what being laid is like anymore. Yes, I do. I have a very vivid imagination. Uh, I would say a very vivid memory, but quite frankly, I don't care to even remember sleeping with any of the people I've slept with. That's how much you all suck. Oh man, JB, I'm not smart enough to answer that. LOL. You're beautiful inside and out, Lenny. Thank you, Benford. It's probably a matrix. It is a fucking matrix. I feel government put them in there. What, the stars? They probably did, fuckers. All right, let me read some cards. Do I want to? I almost feel like I don't want to use this deck, but this is like my favorite deck. So I want to. Oh, look how beautiful she is. Love yourself. You're going to be fine. Today was a special day for me, and I know you would be a joy to share it with you. Can you tell I trust you? Okay, that's weird. I said that. It's all good, man. I say weird shit all the time. I, dude, I don't even know why Phantom still answers me because I'm like, I've said some weird things. But the more I learn about him, I'm like, oh, okay, I get why he still answers. Any other guy would probably be like, this girl's fucking weird. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to hear her thoughts. Weirdo. Um, What works on you, nice guy or bad guy tactics? Both. You know, it's like if you're too nice. mm, Well, not too nice to me. You know what it is? I don't like when people like don't like stand up for themselves, like that kind of nice guy where they're like too nice where they'll just get walked all over. I don't like that. And like I won't walk all over you, but I'll fucking tell you like people are walking all over you, shouldn't let them do that, and then I'm more mad about it than you are. But like see bad guy tactics. It's like, you know, the bad guy tactics, they're the ones that are usually like trying to drop like a line that's like trying to like woo you. And it's like sometimes it can work and sometimes it either or that can fail, you know? It really depends on the person. Um, see, I don't want like a bad guy, but I need a guy that has some darkness in him, but is still good, like despite it. 'Cause that's how I am. I want someone like me. Why haven't you been seeing your mans? Oh, what, Phantom? We still only text. I still have never talked to him on the phone or met him. And it's kind of weird. I don't know anybody else that would text someone for over a year and never meet them or talk to them. It is weird. But if it's like it's weird, but it's like unique. Because there's really not anyone else that I would continue to try to talk to. Um, because like there's other guys that try to talk to me. There's other guys that like are actually would want to meet me and take me out, but like the conversation's just not there. Just the I don't know, like the depth just isn't there with like a lot of people, and it is with Phantom. He has a lot of depth. Um, so much to the point where there probably isn't a bottom. Um, anyways, um, yeah, both. I don't like too nice a guy, but not a mean dude either. It's a weird way. And yeah, like my daughter's father, like he has such like a dick attitude towards certain things, but he like never directed it at me, so I always found it amusing. When he'd have like a shitty opinion towards something, I would laugh my fucking ass off. Even if I didn't agree with it, I would laugh because I'd be like, I love that you're a dick. But like you treat me right. Like you don't treat me like shit because you're a dick. You know, it all depends like how they direct their energy. He got depth. I mean, I don't know if he's got that depth or not. Maybe I'll find out someday. Um, all right. Date the bad guys and marry the good guys. Um, what deck do I want to use? Hmm. My God, I do. I do. I want to use this one. I love this deck because they remind me of, do you know like the Funko Pop dolls that you can get? They've got like the eyes like that. It's hot in here. Ugh. It is like so hot. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. I can't wait to pull on that full moon in Scorpio. This is just kind of the in-between energy, in between the Taurus new moon and the Scorpio full moon. What is the energy? Ooh, there's an extra card that comes with this deck, and it's Happy Ganesh. It's like another version of the Hierophant. All right, hold on, let me pull. All right, so we've got Happy Ganesh, we've got the Four of Swords, and we've got the Two of Wands with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. In order to get out of this, taking time to clear the mind, meditate, but I feel like we're having success with that. We're having success with shifting out of the negative aspect of things. And I think that's why we have Happy Ganesh here and not just like the regular Hierophant card. Um, it's like that level up, like I was talking earlier about how like in a video game you have to put in the work, you have to do certain tasks within the game in order to get to the next level, and if you don't, then you have to keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. um you know how in a video game, like sometimes like you're like, okay, I know I need to go do this and this, and then I can get to the next level, and then ever play a game where like you're missing like something that you were supposed to do and you didn't realize it, and then like if you start the level all over again, you're like, oh shit, I was supposed to go get this before I got that. That's why I wasn't getting to the next level. Sometimes there's things that we missed. Sometimes there's things we missed because we're too in our head, we're too blinded. So we've got to clear the mind, breathe, release. There's a plan to move forward. There's a plan to do something, for some new, for some plan to do something new. Um, but so for some, there's a plan to stay, because as he's looking out, he's got the world in his hands and he's looking out to the world, like trying to figure out where things could go. But for some people, I feel like they're looking out on the world like they were already out there. They were already out there, and now they're home. But they're kind of, it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever heard, I don't know who sings it. It's a song, I want to say it's from the 90s. Back to life, back to reality. That's the only part I can hear is back to life, back to reality. Like, like, I haven't been on vacation in forever, but like if you go on vacation and like you come home, and then, it's kind of like you're back in your domain, and you're just kind of like, all right, I'm back here, time to get back to it. Like for me with this channel, it's like, all right, I took a little break from this. Now I'm back. Now I'm back inside the walls, which for some isn't necessarily a bad thing. For those that need to break free and get out from behind this wall, it's clearing the mind and getting yourself prepared and ready to leave. Getting yourself prepared to be able to make the plan. Um, However do you want me? However do you need me? I just saw that Vera put that. That's the same song, right? I who sings that? I kind of want to play it now after. Um, I'm being drawn to the flowers over here, the red rose and then the white. I believe that's a lily. Um, all right. So when we're in this kind of energy, we end up in survival mode, which is the red is the root chakra. Your root chakra is survival. So if you're in survival mode, you need to like pull yourself out of it. And then with the white lily, it's like returning back to purity, returning back to like the beginning, the beginning, returning back to before this, to a more peaceful, quiet energy where things are able to manifest. I'm like picturing like the weeds and the flowers in my garden right now. It's like all the weeds like the daffodils in my yard right now. There, I forget what type of weed it is, but there's a lot of it coming up. It's like a vine, and it's growing over the daffodils, and it's actually sucking a lot of the nutrients away from the daffodils. Um, it's time to clear out the weeds. It's time to clear out the weeds. The things that we have grown and have manifested that aren't necessarily good for us. You know, a lot of the times I'm talking about like belief systems and beliefs that we have that we need to let go of and move on, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about just a lot of like with you, Vera, for example, the the people at your fucking job, they're like the fucking weeds. And they're like growing over in your fucking beautiful garden, trying to fucking take over and control it. And you're just like, I'm a beautiful fucking daffodil. And you're like trying to overshadow me and smother me and push me this way or that way so you can not be as beautiful as I am. You know, it's like these weeds are like taking over and they're not even as beautiful as the daffodil. Um so it's like we gotta get rid of the buildup and the overgrowth. Um you know, even if there's like a belief system that we have to work on, we're not going to be able to look within ourselves enough to even see what that is when there's so much other shit all around it. um so it's like clearing out the extra baggage that you're aware is already baggage, you know. Like with shadow work and inner child work, you dive in and you go in and you look for the extra baggage that you didn't know was there. Right now I'm talking about the baggage that you know is there, that you know you need to fucking cut loose and get the fuck rid of it. um because like if you're returning back home from vacation and you need to get back to your your real life, um and you come home and like the house is a mess and everything's a mess and you've got all these voicemails on your answering machine. You got to return all these calls. You got to clear out the energy. It's like, oh, I was just on vacation and I came home to even more than I was dealing with before I went on vacation. And then those of you who aren't coming back to be within your castle, those of you that are venturing out and making plans to go somewhere new, before you do that, you don't want to fucking, like, say you're gonna get on a ship and travel the fucking world. You don't want to pack like your bags of luggage full of shit you don't even need. That would be stupid. Um, so we gotta clear it out. But I feel like a lot of people have already cleared it out. People are in the process of clearing it out. But we've got Happy Ganesh, so it's I feel like this is like the Hierophant. The Hierophant is like he's like spiritual law. He's like overlooking everything. He's like, this is how this should be. This is, you know, it's a traditional energy. Like this should be this way, that should be that way. And he's pleased. He's pleased. He's pleased. Um Now even if we're not able to do the work that we think we need to be doing, just being aware and putting in the effort is enough to satisfy. Um, hmm. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers and then I'll get to the comments. It's hot in here right now. It's weird. It like keeps getting like really, really hot and then it gets like normal and then really, really hot. Oh yeah, see? We're trying to see. You know, it's like we're blinded, but we want to take the blindfold off and see. And be happy. And be happy. But we gotta rest, clear the energy. The only comment that I noticed out of the corner of my eye was Tom that called ejaculation, not lactation. Oh man. Happy Ganesh. Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. When I looked at the Four of Pentacles, I heard taking it seriously. The Happy Ganesh, the like hierophant that is oh so pleased, is pleased about how seriously you're taking things, whoever this is resonating with. I'm also hearing something about the security. Oh, and underneath that is judgment. I'll get back to that thought in a minute. All right, so we've got the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. The Ace of Wands is starting new, beginning something. And the Three of Wands, it's like, first it starts with a plan, you know, planning to go somewhere with the Two of Wands and then actually going. Um, but the ships haven't quite come in yet. Soon. It's like, the Ace of Wands is the taking the initiative to make this plan and head out. Head out. And that's I just keep seeing like how freaking happy this guy is. He is happy. No, Tom, the luck of it all. Try again. Won't. The melting pot. Hold on. I gotta read Tom's messages and see what's going on with Tom in a minute. You better still be here by the time I'm done with these cards, Tom. Excuse me, I'm burping. Because it's oh so attractive, I know. Four of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. The Six of Cups. Healing from the past. The Six of Cups is about past. I mean, it can be about soulmate connections, but this is about relationships of the past and healing from them. Things that we made us insecure, things that hurt us, things that made us feel shame, regret, guilt, unworthiness. I heard not enough. Well, again, Vera, like I I keep directing to you tonight because of what you were telling us about your job earlier. um it's just like it's like they're not appreciating you at your job. Like they're appreciating that you know how to train people, but it's just like, hey, come here, let us use you so you can make our place better, and then we're just going to shove you back to the side. I feel like you're worth so much more than that. You should be somewhere where you're truly fucking valued. um like how I was talking about timelines earlier and how every decision we could ever make, there's a timeline where every decision is being played out. But oh yeah, the thing about fate and free will, um, I think I think we do have free will, but maybe not to the extent that we think we do, because I think fate is very much intertwined. Now, I feel like, again, Vera, with you, for example, like, the timeline you're on, it's already fated to go a certain way, but you do have the free will to shift into a timeline where your fate is different. Um, but I think, some people wouldn't have the strength to say, you know what, I'm walking away from my job. I'm not appreciated here because of the fear of, well, what if I can't find another job? What if this? What if that? So then they stay in it where they're not being valued the way they should be. Um, so it's almost like, are you being called to shift timelines? And if so, and it doesn't work out good, are you going to be scared and shift back to the old timeline? You know? Um, all right, let me clarify the Two of Wands and then I'll read some of the comments and we'll chat a little bit and then I'll get off because there is a movie I want to watch tonight. I'm very curious about it. Very curious. Two of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Wands with Judgment at the bottom. All right, yeah, so Two of Wands. He's making a plan. Planning to do something. Planning to do something. And we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck. The decision's going to be made. Um, it's a, I'm like being pulled towards like a, this isn't for everybody. It's almost kind of like, I want to say like case in the joint, but I'm not saying anybody's going to go rob a bank or anything. It's like trying to get a perspective on a situation or a certain place that you want to get to or a certain place that you want to be, but that place is kind of almost like it's a bank. You want to case the joint. It's like I want to get an idea of how it's gonna go. Well, I mean, if you're robbing a bank, you want to have more than an idea. But nobody's robbing banks, so that's not what we're talking about here. I'm just using it. Because I was hearing like casing the joint, and like this feels like casing the joint because we've got the Page of Swords here. It's like, um, watching, listening. He's like getting ready, getting prepared. Getting prepared for battle, but it's not like a physical battle. It's more like a mental battle. It's almost like all right, say he doesn't know how to play chess, but someone's showing him. So he's watching, he's listening, he's paying attention, so he knows like the right moves to make. Um it's like he's gaining insight on how to move forward. The Eight of Wands. Um how to move forward, how to communicate, how to take action. The I'm being pulled towards the Judgment card, but I'm not quite sure as to why yet. Um, oh, I'm noticing like the little lines coming out of the horn, and it's like sound the alarm. Like the Start sounding the alarm. The awakening is here. The awakening is here. I mean, we can choose to get back in these boxes and go back to sleep, but we don't want to do that. We want to wake up. We want to ascend. Because to not, you might as well just be dead in a box. Um, hmm. I almost feel like I want to pull a couple more cards, but not for these cards. All right, we've got this the Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles with the Emperor at the bottom, taking control. Taking control. Victory after a long battle, but I mean, we start here. You know, we feel, wasn't I saying kind of like being made to feel like less than, like not enough? Somebody's like not appreciating our value, devaluing us. Or once upon a time was. And there was like a lot of baggage that's been gained through the process that we've got to be like, fuck this shit and just leave it all behind, because I mean, we're fucking out in the cold anyway. So and we want victory. We want victory, but we got to be in control. And underneath the Emperor is the Fool. You know, it's very hard for the Emperor to be the Fool. um so we got to get up, we got to take control, we got to take action, we got to have an idea of where it is we're going to go. But in order to do that, we've got to clear out a lot from the mind, a lot out of the mental, um so that way we make the right decision moving forward. We don't necessarily need to know, like I said, like, yeah, they're making a plan, they're trying to see like what are the best options, but the unknown is always gonna fucking exist. You can have it planned, every little fucking detail planned out, and it's not up to you whether or not those plans are gonna go exactly how you planned them. So you have to be open to the unknown, open to the idea that you might be redirected and pushed in a different direction than you're planning to go. But even if you're pushed in a different direction, know that you're heading in a different direction because you're trying to leave the timeline that you're at. You're trying to level up. You're trying to shift out of where things have already been heading. Because if you're in the Eight of Swords and feeling blind, what is what how is that good for you or your life? You have a choice to get away from that. You have a choice to pull the blindfold off. A choice to get, like, the swords are all around her, like in the Eight of Swords, and she's blindfolded, but she's just got to pull the blindfold out and she can see, she can step right out of all those swords, all those thoughts. A lot of things we stress about, a lot of things that we worry about aren't shit. You know how much time I've spent stressing about stuff that I can't do anything about? And me stressing about it isn't doing anything but draining my energy, which is stupid. Uh, all right, hold on. I want to catch up with the comments. How far behind am I? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I think I found it. Um, it's a lose-lose. If you stay nice your whole life, you're disrespected. If you just say, fuck it, I'm a dick, you're intriguing and hurt everyone. Well, see, here's the thing. Everybody's lessons in life are different. Some people need to learn how to be more nice and more compassionate, and then others, we need to learn how to put our foot down and not take it. You know, my mom, for example, using that's a it's a perfect example to use because a lot of people will be like, but that's your mom. And it's like, I know, I get that perspective and that way of thinking of that's your mom, you should be there for her no matter what. Not if she's going to drain the life out of me, because then after she's done draining the life out of me, she doesn't fill it back up. And where does that leave me? I have my own life I want to live. So, I don't want to like not be there for my mom, but it's you have to know what your limits are. You have to know what your boundaries are. Like even my little sister when she pulled that shit a couple months ago. Jay, you had reached out to me and was talking to me about it, and for some people they had their lesson in life is to have more compassion and more forgiveness and try to be there. But for me, I've had nothing but compassion, nothing but forgiveness. I've had them lie to me, my sisters and their addictions. I've had them lie to me. I've already gone through them overdosing and having to grieve thinking they're gonna die. Like it's just like it's like I love them and I want them in my life. But I know one of my lessons in life is to learn how to put up really strong fucking boundaries and learn how to love people without feeling guilty when I can't be there for them. Because I always feel guilty when I can't be there for people. I feel like shit about it. Um, but again, what is that doing for me? If I decided to continue to stay involved with my sister when she was pulling all that shit, she would have just drained me even more. That shit drained me a lot. I remember crying for fucking days about that. And then there were a lot of times I wanted to live stream, but I was like, I just can't because I'm so drained from fucking replaying what just fucking happened with this chick. And then I can't show up and do what I'm supposed to be doing on here. And then what? I'm setting myself back in life because she can't get it together. I feel horrible that you have an addiction. I know how horrible addiction is. I know what it does to people because I've watched it do it to every fucking person I care about pretty much. And, some people would think of me as being cold when I want to disconnect at times when shit gets with them. But it's like, I mean, their mother was a heroin addict pretty much my whole fucking life. So I've been dealing with addict behavior for a long time. And, you know, you can you can love and care about someone even though they're an addict and support them but still keep your boundaries up for your own personal health, mental health, emotional health. Um, And some people will make you feel guilty and shitty for that, but fuck them because they're not living your life and they don't know what you have to go through. Um, because it's one thing if somebody's trying to be supportive, like when Jay reached out to me, Jay was being supportive, and I really appreciated that, Jay. Um, but if somebody hit me up and was just like, "You better be there for your sister, or else you fucking suck," and da 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 da, like, you know what? Why don't you guys? Oh man, for people that don't know what it's like to deal with an addict, they will have you feeling crazy. Have you feeling crazy. Um and you like what drives me crazy with addicts is I've been around so many of them for so long that I know when they're up to shit, and then when they try to act like they're not, and then they start gaslighting and then trying to make you think, like that whole night with my sister trying to she tried to act like she didn't know that I was there. It's like, bitch, you almost got in my car. Did you think I didn't see you? The night might be a blur to you, but I'm not high, so everything's very fucking clear to me. Um, love without limits unless they are rapists or did something unforgivable. Yeah, we can love without limits, but that doesn't mean we could go throw our boundaries out the window, you know? You can love someone unconditionally and still have boundaries, and I think that's hard for a lot of people to not only grasp that concept, but also like live that, you know, because we are made to feel guilty. Um, yes, but addicts can still be decent people with, dude, pretty much most of the addicts, they're such good fucking people. They're such good people. They have such big hearts. It's really fucking sad to see them destroy themselves. Um, but, you know, if you have the mental capacity to be there for someone that's struggling with addiction, then yeah, by all means, be there for them. But if you yourself don't have the mental and emotional capacity, but people are making you feel guilty about not being there, don't fucking feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. Um, Everyone should be putting themselves first, not in a selfish way, but in a way that it's like, what good would I be to anybody if I let everyone drain me? Then I can't function. You know, so if at times I gotta be a bitch and be like, no, I can't right now. You need to figure shit out yourself. And then when I pull myself together, I'll be able to be here for you. You know, but if you just keep giving yourself away and giving yourself away and giving yourself away, that's really not fucking helping anybody. Like my mom, for example. My mom is like a fucking, she's an energy vampire. She's like a fucking toxic vortex that will just like suck all the positive energy out. And she's such a nice lady. She's such a nice lady. It's not even like she's an evil, shitty person. She's like a caring, compassionate, empathetic person. But like sh- she'll let anybody pull her in any which direction and take from her and take from her and drain from her and walk all over her, that by the time like you come into contact with her, she then needs to drain you of all your energy because she's given herself away so much she can't function. So then she's going to come in and suck the life out of you in order for her to survive. It's like, no, how about set some boundaries and don't let people take so much from you. My mom has a lot of mental, emotional, and physical ailments. She's not in a position to try to be there for people the way she does and drains herself. Um, Everybody has to know their limits. You have to know your limits. Um, my house, we grew up without boundaries. Everybody was just in everybody's business. You're always like made to like feel guilty for stuff, like and everything's like everything's transactional, like, oh well, you know, I did this for you, so you have to do this for me, and it's just not a healthy fucking way to live. So, you know, here I am in my late 30s learning how to put up boundaries. um and then you'll find yourself being resentful towards people that don't respect your boundaries. Um, or if you lack boundaries, you'll find yourself resentful towards people when you want something from them and they can't do it for you. Then it's like, oh, well, fuck them. They couldn't do this for me. You lack boundaries if you're saying shit like that. Nobody owes anybody anything, really. We're all trying to make it through our lives. Um, all right, let me read the comments. Hold on. Shit. Women was easy back in the day, uneducated and barefoot and pregnant and obedient. Oh, hi, Tom. I'd trade half of my life just to look at your beautiful face. Thank you. Oh, man. However do you want me? However do you need me? Soul to soul. Vera, I love you, Vera. I made my first Ouija board, used dead grandparents' headboard, and I met a cool demon named Smokey. He is gonna help me slay the dimensional clog in my sim. I still have their cat, Randall, weird cat, just stare at the sky all day, spinning once in a while, feel bad he misses them. He unfortunately watched them die while they were doing what? I am the Dark Lord. Yes, yes, Tom is the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord of YouTube. That's what, Vera. He is the Dark Lord of YouTube. Hello, Benjamin. How are you? Hormones make it possible for me to lactate as a male. I do what I have to for straight animals. Uncle Joe would be so damn proud. So would cousin Reggie. Remember when he and Tammy jumped off that bridge? What? What the fuck, Tom? Yeah, right. What the fuck, Tom? That summer was slippery 77. Oh, man. I quit my job as a mall man to follow my dream of being a world recognized stamp collector, but selling bootleg perfume caught up to me when Raj's dad, Muhammad, found out I was in on the scam skimming. Oh man. So how's the job that you were doing going, Tom? Are you like back home from it? Because I know you said you were having to leave the family for a little bit to do a job. That that's not the job you were talking about. Oh, the melting pot. No, Tom, the luck of it all. Try again, won't you? So I reformed myself, got away from the bad stuff, hit the hormones hard so I could feed stray animals from my hairy body. God's work. I'm simple peanut butter sandwiches and animals to feed in. Oh my God, speaking of you said stray animals. It made me think I've been on the hunt for some kittens. Uh, one I kind of do want a pet. Just, you know, kind of therapeutic, but I don't want the responsibility of a dog, so I want a cat. But I want to raise it, so I want a kitten. Um and also my plan, if I have a cat, my mom can't move back because she has a dog. She'll be like, Lynn, I'm homeless. Can I come stay with you? No, you have a dog and I have a cat. Anything to keep my mom from ever living with me again. 11:11 on the clock. Oh shit, it's 11:35 right now, so I'm like 20 minutes away. Um, Not right now and not by birth. East Coast. Oh, you're on the East Coast right now, Katie? What state are you in? Um, East Coast. I want her to chew my food before I eat it. Like a baby bird. You want me to baby bird you, Tom? Just chew it up and spit it in your mouth. Tom. Tom says I'm hung like a decent sized pit bull from Middle Earth. I'm disgusting. Yeah, I'm scared for sure. Time will tell. Time will tell. What, to leave? You're scared to leave that job? Shit, I was scared to come on and do this YouTube channel. I mean, I started it off, I wasn't even putting my face on the camera. Um, I mean, the group that I had on Facebook before I started the YouTube channel, like, I did a couple videos where my face was on the camera. But then when I started YouTube, I seen a lot of YouTubers were just the cards in their hands, and I was like, ooh, I can start this without having my face on there. That's cool. Um, and then the live streaming. The live streaming, it was like, who's even gonna watch me? What do I even say? My card readings are probably gonna suck. What if they're only good when they're pre-recorded? Oh man. But here we are. Here we are. I mean, I'm still not making money off of it. Well, except for when Ryan just randomly started sending me like hundreds of dollars. Oh man. Yeah, if people just randomly want to send me money, shit, I'll take it. But I would like to charge for the card readings, but I don't really feel like I want to charge until the channel is monetized. I don't know. I don't know. But just know, Vera, that I was shitting my pants to come on here. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be connecting with you or Katie or Jay or Tom or fucking anybody. Um, so it's actually good to be scared, you know? 'Cause if we're not scared, then that's like being like, oh, well, I know it's gonna happen. Well, if you know what's gonna happen, that makes life boring. That makes life kind of boring. Um, yeah, I was saying to my friend recently, it's like, we should fear the known more than the unknown. 'Cause like what we know ain't too fucking pretty half the time, and it's the unknown where there's like limitless fucking potential, like endless possibilities in the unknown. Like it could go any way, any possible way. Um, oh, I'm glad you love me too. I'm glad you love me too. It makes me want to keep coming back here. Yeah, even Jay was messaging me the other night about live streaming, and then I told him like I'm glad you messaged me because it does help motivate me to get back on there because I wanna be back on here. I just need my mouth to want to talk. I have so many thoughts, so many things to say and share. And also, like, I'm curious of what's going on with you guys and how your lives are going. Um, I went to go laugh, but then, like, choked on my spit because I saw Tom's comment. Hunter, I am doing okay. All things considered, how are you? Hold on, wait. Well, Hunter, I'm rock hard covered in mustard. I'm not. I'm just reading Tom's comment. That's what made me choke on my own spit. Tom, you're a real class act there, Tom. Water. Water. I was looking into like a copper drinking vessel. Like, I didn't know that was a fucking thing, but apparently it is. Have you guys heard of the microplastics? Microplastics. What the fuck? Um, where's my fiance? Ryan. Ryan said he would try to be on tonight. But he's got like the 5 hour time difference, so it's like 4 something in the morning where he's at. So he's sleeping right now. He might wake up and get on. Say hello. Hello. All the way from wait, I think he was in London last time he messaged us. All the way from London. Or maybe he's back in Jersey. Who knows? Who knows? Ryan, are you here yet, darling? Um, nope, not hitting a bank on YouTube live. Come on, Jay, think of the views. Fed alert. Yeah, I cried to God and begged for a sign, but I guess I'm not seeing the sign yet. You know, sometimes the sign's there and we don't realize it's the sign, you know. Oh, hi Snyder, are you still here? I just saw that you said something at 11:17. That was a while back. If you're still here, Snyder, hello, my darling. I hope all is well with you, honey. Um, Tom, I would treat you so good, Vera. Back off, Tom. She's mine. We're gonna run away and be lesbian lovers for all of eternity. Right, Vera? Um, uh, I wonder if people would be surprised if I did become a lesbian. Or, you know, they'd probably be like, well, we were waiting for this. Thought it would happen sooner. Uh, Tom would treat you like Wagyu meat slices. Oh, that must have been a typo because I don't know what Wagyu is. Uh, them cards are darker than my gooch. I've just been feeling low. Vera, take action. Execution does happen though. Vera, I'm sorry to hear that. Remember, we love you here and want the best for you. Yeah, and I gotta make sure I'm live streaming often so we're here to support each other because I was saying last time in the live stream, I'm like, oh man, you know, sometimes I'm thinking about how I want to live stream and how everybody's like, great, I can't, like, Jay's like, I can't even say what's up to fucking Katie until Lindsay goes live. Can't say hi to Ryan until Lindsay goes live. Sorry, guys. I gotta make sure I show up and I'm present and I keep the connection open for all of us while I choke on my own spit on camera. All right, let's see. Very good, very good. Da, da. Um, yeah, so Vera, if you leave your job, is there another place where you can have like the same type of job? Or are you kind of like, if I leave this job, I'm gonna have to do something different? Hmm. And if you leave the job, do you have concerns of, you know, because some people are in a position to be able to leave their job where they're like, all right, I'll be good for a certain period of time before I really got to worry about covering my bills. Um, Motherfuck. Motherfuck. All right, where was I? Love without limits unless they are rapists or just something unforgivable, yes, but addicts still can be decent. But means fuck what you just said. Do I be draining you? Oh, are you asking me if you be draining me, Jay? You don't drain me, Jay. You barely fucking hit me up. You barely hit me up there, big boy. Um, Yeah, you guys don't drain me. When you guys hit me up, I'm glad you guys hit me up. And at times where like I don't answer, it's because like the rest of my life is draining me or I'm fucking distracted. um, who messaged me recently? I still haven't opened their message. Oh, Papa Dom. I gotta remember. I want to open his message and get back to him. Um, but I always think of it when I can't. Like right now, I can't go on my Instagram and open his message and read it. Or I'll think of it while like my daughter's talking to me. And it's like, want to play dinosaurs? And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to take a mental note that I want to message someone later. But like, it's like I always remember at times where I fucking I gotta get better at things. Life is starting to get back in order for me. My mom really kind of I was like fighting against the grain is I guess is the term I want to use. Really, while she was here, there was meh. Anyways, anyways, um, I think drugs are Satan's weapon against sensitive, creative persons on this realm. Um, when people use substances, it opens them up to allow other things to step in and operate their physical being. Um, and then they become more and more disconnected from themselves. I can't tell you how many times I would be sitting there talking with one of my sisters and you can see it in their eyes. They're not in there. Something else is in there. Um and then there's times where like you can see that they're in there and they're trying to fight the addiction and they're trying to stay in control of the system, but like the part of addiction is manipulation from negative beings, entities, whatever you want to call them. Um, but like I was saying earlier in the live stream, I think it's possible that we manifest our own personal entities to drain us with our unhealed wounds and unhealed trauma. Because even if we're not thinking about it, our subconscious is thinking about it. Our subconscious is aware of it, and our subconscious is part of our consciousness, and our consciousness is what creates our reality. Um, my brother was one of the most loving, caring, kind, giving people I have ever known, and he's dead as a doornail. Not everyone who gets clean and sober lives depending on what it did to their body. Yeah, my stepmother, I mean, she ended up overdosing when she relapsed, but she was trying really fucking hard. I mean, she had been a heroin addict since I was 7. Um, and like even her too, there were times where you could see she was in there and she was trying to fight it, and then there were times where she would be so far gone on the drugs, like it's like there's this emptiness in the eyes, you know what I mean? It's almost like you can still see like their eye color, but their eyes look blackened inside, like the soul isn't in there. um which brings me back to my thought of um if we are creating our own entities and evil negative beings to feed off of us and manipulate us, um then what exactly is happening when it looks like somebody's soulless in the eyes? Or is that just their shadow aspect that has fully come to life, but part of that shadow aspect is the manifested entities? I don't know, I'm just kind of like trailing off in thoughts right now. um mm. I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna catch up on the comments. If we get brought back to it, then I'll. Um, my stepmother was such a loving, like I don't want to cry. Um, my stepmother was Ryan got a kick out of the story. My stepmother was the teenage babysitter that my dad boned and got pregnant. um, and then she became a drug addict. But she was like my other mother. You know, she wasn't just a stepmother. She was my other mother. Like if if I was feeling sad and I was going to feel comforted by a mother figure hugging me, it would have been my stepmother, not my own mother. Um, which goes and brings me back to what I was saying earlier about, like the addicts that I know, like they're really good fucking people. They're just tortured. They're tortured by their demons. Um, I know my stepmother is going to incarnate again, and I hope in her next lifetime she is able to overcome those demons. Here she is. I'll bring her to the. I mean, you guys can't see her, but I'll put her closer so she can be a part of the live stream with us. Um, it's so weird that she's dead. It's so weird that she's dead. It's crazy. It's like the day before she died, I had made a comment to somebody about how, my stepmother's been an addict for forever. Like, she's still here, though. All the people that have died over the years, and my stepmother was like the original, like, addict that I knew. But she was, like, still here, and then she died the next day. Um, yeah, like, such a wonderful, loving, nurturing person, but when she was an addict, she would steal from you. She would lie to your face and then get mad at you if if you called her out on her shit and then deny, deny, deny. But then once she was sober, she would be like, I'm so sorry. And she would admit all the lies that she told. She'd rat herself out. She I'm laughing because she always looked like a little kid. Just being like, I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Oh man. So many good memories with her. It's weird. It's like a lot of the people that there's good memories with, they're dead, or they're on drugs to the point where, like, I have a friend that, actually I have a couple friends that became addicts so bad to the point, I don't know when the last time they ever said anything honest was. Like, they're really bad. Like, they won't even admit that they have a problem. Like, um they'll lie and lie and lie and then act like I'm a piece of shit for questioning them. And it's just like, I'm not a piece of shit. I fucking care about you and I'd like to be in your life, but I can't do that if our connection is a lie, you know? Um, drugs, man, it tries to get us all. It tries to get us all. Some succumb to it, some don't, some are in a constant battle with it. Um, we are born to die. It's natural. Yeah. My departed mama always said this life is just a dress rehearsal. I like that. I hope so, and I hope he's happy where he's at. I think your brother's good where he's at. I mean, like, obviously, being dead right now is not what he planned, but I feel like he's in a good space. Um, yeah, like I think back to, I don't remember the whole reading that I did for your brother, but I remember a lot of the energy of it. Um, like I feel like if he wasn't in a good place, I don't feel like we would have been getting like the message of look on the bright side, or like, and I was drawn to the hearts and then drawn to the what was it, the motorcycle, Katie? Um I feel like he was really trying to make it known that like he was here. He wanted you to know what happened, but he also wanted you to look on the bright side. Like I think if he wasn't in a good place, I don't even think that would have even been a message that night at all. Um and I think being drawn to the motorcycle and drawn to the hearts, I feel like that was him trying to validate that he was in the reading with us. Um so that way when I say something like, "Oh, he's saying look on the bright side," um whether that was meaningful to you or not, I feel like him drawing my attention to things that could show proof that he was here was his way of being like, okay, look, here's the proof I was here, but also this is a message I want you to have. Look on the bright side. um, it just sucks. Losing people sucks. Hmm. Nice, good to hear. Same here. Is Benjamin still here with us? Benny, yo, chillin'. Hey Hunter, are you from Boston? No, I am not from Boston. Boston. Oh shit. I gotta go do laundry in a minute. Um, your mom can move in with me. I ain't doing your mom's like that. Dude, you think that. And at first it'll be all good. You'll be like, yo, Julie's mad chill. But then after a little while, you're gonna be like, yo, man, your mom creates a lot of fucking problems. I'm like, no shit, Jay. Oh man. And it's like you feel bad, like you want to help her. But like she'll just like, while you're helping one of her issues, she's busy making another one. Like, what the fuck, Julie? She's just like a giant child. She needs a lot of guidance, but even when you give her guidance, she'll still walk into a fucking wall. Oh. The failed wave. Would you type wave and it was supposed to do like an emoji and it didn't? I thought our emails was confidential. Why? What did I share? I thought I only shared something that I had said from my end of the emails, Jay. Um, did I say something that you're upset with me about, Jay? If so, please let me know. Hunter busy. Catherine, are you okay? You don't sound good like me. Ha ha ha. Are you good? Juice mouth. What? Tom is a real life hot dog. Yeah, he is. I didn't see that comment. I would have been saying, how have you been, Catherine? Fear our besties are just ahead. We gotta push through. Yeah, we gotta keep it pushing. Gotta keep it pushing. You've been working and struggling with sunscreen. This is gonna be a long night. 11:42. Oh shit, I'm like 20 minutes behind. Oh, it's 8:42 there, Benjamin. Lynn, I'll be your lesbian lover. Yes. If I can pay my light bill, that's the test. You don't need lights. Just buy candles. Who needs light when we have fire? Um, if you need to choke on something else, I'll see what I can do. No, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that you care enough to offer. Uh, from Indiana. How is it in Indiana? Is it nice there? Where is Indiana? I'm like scanning my head. And I'm like, I don't even know where that is. Vera. She says, right? I live to give JB head. I don't think my brother ever came to terms with being tossed by his human incubator. I think that's the pain he was trying to come to terms with when he slipped off into addiction. Oh shit. My alarm went off again. I don't know if you guys can hear the alarm on your end, but it's loud and obnoxious on my end. I'm gonna get off in a minute. Finish laundry so my son has clothes for work in the morning, since I almost forgot about that tonight, and then he would have woke up and been like, Mom, how am I supposed to go to work with no clothes? Could start washing them yourself, but I like doing it for him. When I die, I hope bury me with my money, but you never know. When I die, I want to be cremated. I don't want to be buried. I want my body burned, and I want my ashes thrown in the fucking air. I just want to blow around in the wind. Oh. Oh yeah, he also said he's back with family. Was that a cuckoo clock? It's the alarm on my phone. I do like an obnoxious, annoying alarm sound, because if I put it on to like wake me up from sleeping, I will sleep through it unless it's annoying. Um, oh, I'm glad you're still here, Ben. 1010, look up. 1010. What do you mean, look up? You know what's funny, Katie? You said 1010 in the last live stream. I think the time was like 1010 and you said that, and I've been seeing 1010 ever since. Um, oh, I'm sorry. You guys can hear the alarm, especially if anybody's wearing earbuds and then it's like cuckoo right in your ear. My bad. Um, cremation is torture. I mean, your body's dead, so it's not. Can't feel it. Don't you think it would be more torture to be put in a box than, than buried? To me, that sounds torturous. But a lot of times when I do like meditations, I like visualize myself going into fire. Fire's like very like healing when I mean obviously you can't go into fire in the 3D reality, but if you're like doing meditation in your mind's eye and you visualize it, it can be very healing to imagine yourself in fire. It feels really good. It makes me wish I could walk into fire like in real life. I don't know who's ever seen Game of Thrones, but when Daenerys, aka Khaleesi, goes into the pyre and then it completely burns away, but she hasn't burned, and they're all like, wow, she's like still alive. Like, I wish I could go into a big bonfire like that and not burn to death, because that would be awesome. Wait, why am I even talking about that again? Oh yeah, because cremation. So I mean, I'll get to go into fire after I'm dead. Back to life, back to reality. I keep seeing 555444. Yeah, 555 I've been seeing a lot lately too. And you know what keeps happening to me? During between 11 and 12 o'clock, I'll see the clock at 11:11, 11:22, 11:33, 11:44, 11:55. That's been happening to me the past few days. I can hear screams, people getting cremated and burned. Well, when I'm being cremated, you will hear laughter. I'll be like, finally. Fire. Oh, man. I've been rewatching the show Vikings. Um, there was just an episode where they had put they like fuck. I gotta go do the laundry. I don't want to fucking forget. My brother's final text to me was at 12:12. Wow. What did he say? I mean, if you don't want to share it, that's okay. Um, one of the sides of the battle in Vikings, they used strategy. They were smart. They fucking tricked the other side to come out into the field in a certain spot, and then they freaking lit fire, and then the other side was trapped within the fire, and on the one opening it was the whole line of the English army, the army in Wessex, but they were also teamed up with other Vikings to fight off the Vikings. um But before that battle, there was this like priest guy. He had like a nightmare where people were burning, and he was saying like he thought like it was hell. And then when he went to battle, and then the fucking fire and to him it was like, oh no, my nightmare's coming true. But I've been enjoying Vikings. I haven't watched it in a while. I always go back and re-binge shows. I've been really doing getting into the Vikings because I really want to you can use TV shows to help get you in a certain energy, and I've been watching Vikings trying to get myself more in that like warrior type energy. What I love about Vikings, it's like on one hand their lives are like crazy and savage, but at the same time, they don't have time to sit there and fucking cry about it. They don't have time to sit there and worry about it. They're just going and doing. And I'm like, oh man, I need to get in that energy. I don't want to be sitting crying about shit, sitting worrying about shit. I just want to go and I want to do and I want to get shit done. So I've been allowing myself to be inspired by the Viking energy. And then also there's a conversation between like Ivar the Boneless and his brother Vitzerk, and I want to say it's the priest guy that I was talking about. Um, and they're talking about like free will and fate, and that had me going on the whole like, is free will an illusion? Then there was another scene where King Egbert, the king of Wessex, and King Ragnar, he's the king of the Vikings from where he's from at this point in the show. And, you know, like the Vikings, they're pagans. They believe in the gods and Odin and Thor. And then King Egbert is a Christian and he believes in just the one God. And he, like, his religion is like, no, these pagans, they're evil. But him and Ragnar, they have this understanding and respect for each other. It's almost like they both have an interest in each other's religions, but they know they're not supposed to. But um, and they both really understand what it is to rule in the way they do. And but anyways, yeah, the scene that I'm talking about right now, it was funny to me because they're both like King Egbert knows that he's gonna have to kill Ragnar, and he doesn't want to because he I don't want to say he does. He just likes him. I think he loves him, not not in like a romantic way, but like, you know, meeting of the minds. Like there's only so many people that you can come across in life, if you ever even do, that you can have a meeting of the minds like that, where it's like they completely understand me in a way that nobody else can. And I feel like their connection, they had that, and they also shared a connection through another character that they both deeply cared for. But anyways, my main point for bringing this up was their conversation was so fucking funny because they're drinking and they're talking about heaven and Valhalla. Valhalla is like the Viking pagan version of, you know, their heaven. Like when they go to Valhalla, when they die in battle, the Valkyries, you know, the Viking angels come down and bring them up to Valhalla, and they enter the Aesir, which is like their heaven where they can battle every day and drink together and see all their loved ones. And so it's kind of like heaven, but only instead of it being like this happy place, it's where they can go and keep fighting each other and you know, living out fuck, I should just turn the alarm off, but then I'll forget about the laundry. Um, so like Ragnar's like telling King Egbert like, oh, you know, your heaven, it sounds so stupid where everyone just goes there when they die and they're all just happy, just floating around happy all the time. That sounds ridiculous. And then King Egbert is telling Ragnar, I might have even mentioned this on the last live stream. King Egbert is telling Ragnar, like, well, what about Valhalla? What, you guys just want to wake up every day, murder each other in the courtyard, and then sup together? And then they're just like, maybe none of it's real. Maybe none of it's real. Maybe we're both wrong. Because what does anybody know, right? But yeah, I don't know. I found that conversation really amusing. I had to like pause it and because I was like laughing. Uh, he was answering a text I sent him, so that was his answer. Yep. Oh, just yep. Yep, at 12:12. Um, my friend one of my friends, after their mother passed away, they had they had their mother's cell phone, and there was a draft text to in the mother's cell phone to my friend saying I love you, and it said something else, but it was just kind of like, it's almost like that was left there for you to find in your mom's phone. She never sent it, but it's almost like she left it there for you to still be able to get it after she was gone. um I'm I'm almost like picturing you like asking like your brother like questions like, are you okay? And then it's like, look at the text. Yep. Do you know that I miss you? Yep. Do you really want me to look on the bright side? Yep. Ooh, and it's May 3rd. I've got to remember to hit up my friend today and say happy birthday to her, the one that married the psychopath. Oh man, she's still married to him. I don't know. I don't understand how you're going to call your friend in a panic like, oh, I need to get, when I get home from Costa Rica, I need to get away from this guy, but then you come home from Costa Rica and you're still with him. Oh man. I just I don't want that for anybody. Like for me, like if I was married to a psychopath, I would get the fuck out of that. I know it's easier said than done, but I wish people weren't okay with sitting in things that they're unhappy with, because nobody has to do that. Nobody has to fucking do that. Again, I want to I want to direct that at Vera. You don't have to accept that, Vera. Ever. Ever. Fuck. Shit. I wish I had a business that I could hire you for. Make you like president of the company. Oh man. I think we create our own world here, and if you don't look to grow growth, there may be consequences. Yeah. Yeah. Well, energy is always trying to keep itself in balance too. So it's like if we're not growing, then we're not going to be balancing with the energy. We're going to be working against the energy, because the energy is constantly trying to balance itself out, but it's always trying to grow and evolve as well. So I hit stop this time. You guys won't hear it again, but I am going to get off soon so I don't forget to do the laundry. Um, eh, what was I saying? Shit. Hmm. Oh, I think we create our own world here. Growth. What was I saying about growth? I forget. I got distracted by the thing. Motherfucker. Oh, yeah, balance. Growth. Energy is always trying to keep itself in balance, but it's also always trying to evolve and grow and expand. So when we're not going to grow with it, we're going to create resistance within our life. Um, your energy is too big for where you're at, Vera. But the question is, where does your energy belong, where it's appreciated and also allowed to um how do I put this into words? It's almost like I'm seeing like a bunch of different colors and the light shining on each color. It's like you're not it's like they're not allowing you to shine all your colors. Like where can you go where like there will be light shined on all the colors. I don't know why this is what's being given to me, but it's almost like I'm seeing a bunch of like stained like glass, and like the light's not able to hit all of them. But then when the light it does hit, it's like this beautiful like radiant. image, and that's what you are. You're this beautiful, colorful, radiant image, and they're not. It's like they're trying to turn the light off on you. Um, hmm. I wanna. What cards did I pull for you that night, Vera? It seemed like, I mean, again, maybe it was all about like, oh, like, yeah, they're gonna have you coming together with people and having you do this and do that, and but the reality of what that actually is wasn't fucking good. Hmm. Not that it wasn't good. I mean, some people that would be like right up their alley to be that for the company, but I think like if you stay, that's like you saying you agree with how they value you, and I know that you don't. I know you know you're worth more, but it's those like those insecurities. Um, it's like consciously you're like, I know I'm awesome. I know I'm great, but like subconsciously there's that I'm not good enough. But then like consciously it's like, no, I know I'm good enough. I know I'm the shit. But then there's like that little aspect that lives inside from a wound that keeps pulling situations like that towards you. So I feel like, Vera, if I don't know if you do meditation or not, but if you do meditation, you should visualize you connecting with a younger version of yourself, the younger version where that wound was initially integrated. Um, like imagine yourself sitting like across from that aspect of yourself, that younger version of yourself that was wounded, and give her attention and show her her worth. Um, have a conversation with her, help her understand, because it's like our consciousness is, it's like it's simple, but it's actually pretty fucking complex, because it's like these other aspects of ourselves, they all create, all together they create us as a whole, but they are separate from each other. So just because like we have this one aspect that knows we're great and we deserve more, that doesn't mean that that other aspect isn't there. And if we're not acknowledging it, that's like telling apart that aspect that already feels insecure, like, yeah, you're not worthy, I don't got time for you, go over there. And that just reinforces this aspect to feel like that, and then that aspect creates that frequency that draws in these types of situations to get you, because it's like this aspect is like trying to like wake up and like not feel so insecure, but these two aspects need to come together and work together in order to shift timelines and level up, um and be brave enough to embrace the unknown, even if it's fucking scary. Um, it's like, how I brought up my YouTube channel earlier, how it was scary for me to come on here. Well, it's like, I mean, right now, grandma's covering all the bills and stuff. Something happens to her, that's fucking scary. I should go out and get a regular job and start saving money right now and just get off of fucking YouTube. I don't got, this is gonna take too long to make me money. I don't got time for this. Like, I should just be go live like a fucking robot and go work a fucking 9 to 5 all day every day, even though I would absolutely fucking hate it. And like, just so I can have money saved. But I'm like, no, like I'd rather risk it all. I'd rather risk it all and keep coming on here and doing this. Um, and if God forbid something happens to her and I have to go get a job, I will. I will, but it is a risk I'm taking because I mean, me putting off being able to stack money to try to be getting going on here to be being able to make money from YouTube. Um, that could be really bad. That could be really bad if the time comes and it's like I might not have time to save up money. I don't want to lose my house. Um, but it's like anyone that's ever done anything fucking great or amazing, they had to take a risk to do it. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't. So we got to be brave, people. We got to be brave. Um, I fucked it up. I saw the people telling me to do it as evil, I guess. Wait, hold on. Um, Valhalla, that's what dysfunctional families do. Oh, man. Such good energy and outlook on life. This live is nice. Thank you, Benjamin. We do our best here, Ben. We do our best. And if we're not doing our best, we try to become aware of it and, get there. I love you too, Vera. Yes, if we just shuffle through life and don't try to right wrongs, you've learned nothing. Yeah. I'd rather keep fucking up a whole bunch and learn a whole hell of a lot than to, I mean, they say ignorance is bliss, but I'd rather be tortured and living in chaos and be aware. Oh, man. It's like the more aware I become, the more I'm like, oh, man, life is more fucked up than I thought it was. There's a lot of beauty. There's a lot of beauty. Um, make your own Viking tarot cards. Call it Linding. Oh man, Vera will defend you, girl. Fact, Vera, your worth is more. Thank you, JB, so much. Means a lot. Situationship had to say it. Hey, it's been a while. Good to see you. Hey, blue collar, how are you? Even if it's scary and hairy. Oh, you're giving your free will a chance. Be proud of that. Oh, motherfucker. Your Grams has a mortgage or paid off. Oh, no, it's all paid off. It's all paid off. Um, but part of the agreement for me to be able to keep the house is the debt that she leaves behind, I have to continue to pay off, and my mom's put her in quite a bit of debt. So that's another issue with my mom. It's like if you keep adding to her debt, you adding to her debt is you adding to debt that I can't afford to pay off. So you need to stop. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, and then even like, mom's like, let me borrow $300. Guess what? I didn't get that 300 because my niece crashed my mom's car. It's like, hold on. It's the end of the month. You promised me you pay me back this $300 because I told you that's what we have left towards getting food towards the end of the month. And now you're telling me you can't pay me back? No, 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 no. It wouldn't be so frustrating if she didn't do it all the time. And also if she would let me know that's what she was doing and also be apologetic. Instead, she waits till I'm like, okay, it's been over a week. You were supposed to give me that money a week ago. Where is it? Oh, I'm not giving it to you. I can't give it to you. Well, were you going to let me know? And then it's a guilt trip about how she needs me to be there for her right now because she's stressed out with everything going on with my niece. And it's like, I get that, but right now we're talking about you not giving me money when I've got fucking kids and your mother to make sure that we're eating, and you're now telling me that I need to not be upset about that because you're upset. No, no. It's like we all got problems. Either we're going to be there for each other and be respectful of each other's problems, or we're just all going to focus on just your problems and then I'm a dick. No, 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 no. Yeah, no, I didn't even get an apology for getting burnt for that 300, which it's, I would like, she doesn't get, like, I wouldn't even talk shit. Wouldn't even talk shit had I gotten a phone call of, hey, Lynn, I'm supposed to be giving you that. I'm sorry. I know I fuck this up all the time. And then I would have been like, I mean, this really fucking sucks because we're low on food and we have no money, because there was the property taxes this month. Um, so, I mean, something happens to my grandmother on a month where property taxes are due, and I still gotta try to figure out how to pay her debt, plus all the debt, my own debt that I put myself in over the years. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It'll be figured out. It'll be fine. Um, well, also, there's going to be family members that aren't happy that I'm staying in the house because that takes away from their inheritance. So I know there's going to be drama with that. I know there's going to be people trying to get me out of the house. There's going to be people that are going to be like, oh, good, she can't pay the bills, get her out so we can sell it and get money. But I'm not losing my home. So they can try and bank all they want on me not being able to come up with the money, but I'll figure it out. Um, you're not responsible for a deceased person's death, meaning you're not responsible for the bills, etc. Um, well, when you pass away, if you have any property left, they can put a lien on your home to get their money back. Um, and the house, and I think it's like the firstborn child is usually the one that that's being told like, hey, but the way the will is written out, it's like if there's debt left behind that needs to get paid off, somebody's going to pay it, or there's going to be a lien put on the house, put on the property. And if a lien's put on the property, they're going to want to sell the house. So that's the agreement in the will, that if I can't pay not only the month to month bills, but also pay off her debt that's left behind, I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and the credit card companies will be like, whatever, she's dead. But I mean, I don't see credit card companies being like, we don't care about that thousands of dollars. If it was just a couple hundred, that would be one thing. Um, if it's in her name, yes, yeah, the house is in her name. So she's leaving behind something that they could, you um, but yeah, I'm not losing my home. Fuck that. And I have such a beautiful yard. My grandfather used to sit outside and just look at his yard. So proud, and I catch myself doing that. I find myself sitting in the yard looking around, being like, this is beautiful. I wouldn't want to live in an apartment and not have a yard. I wouldn't want to rent a place and like my bathroom, like when I look out my window, when I'm sitting on the toilet taking a poop in the morning, I have like the window, it's a view of my backyard and the garden, and it's so pretty. And I'm just like, not everybody gets to have like this beautiful view when they're going to the bathroom. Some people don't even have a window in their bathroom. Some people, their window in their bathroom, they just see the wall to the building next to them. Like, um, You know, it's like there's no mortgage on the house, it's just property taxes. It would be stupid to lose my home after my grandmother's gone. But I also don't have an income of my own. So, but we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Um, Call all the creditors and tell them she's deceased. If you're not on the cards, no liability. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, because that's what the lawyer said. The lawyer was like, you do realize like these credit card companies are gonna want the money and the properties in her name. Like if we changed the name of if we took her name off the house and put it in my name, the lawyer said we could do that, but I think he said they go back so many years. Like if we change the house into my name and then she died right away, they would go back and be like, this house was like recently in her name. I don't know what the law or whatever is, but I think he said it has to be like so many years, maybe like 5 years or something of it not being in her. I don't fucking know. I don't know. This is why they have insurance. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out like that. But there's one credit card. It's got like 500 left on it. Once I get it paid off, I told my grandmother, I said I'm gonna close this account. I mean, I probably should close it before it's even, because I'm like, if we leave it open, my mom's just gonna charge it up again at some point, and I've got enough bills I gotta pay off. We're not gonna keep doing this. Um, but yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the unknown. I'm scared of what I do know. Now, I do get kind of scared of the unknown sometimes. Because I don't know what's going to happen. Um, all right. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna pull something from the Alice in Wonderland deck before I go. Credit cards can't put a lien. Are you sure? Because, like, the lawyer was saying, like, that was a thing. Um, I know there's some cards in collections right now that my mom had put in my grandmother's name. Was this too far down? Did you guys see the card flipped over while I was shuffling? Um, when I started this live, I was telling you guys I had the Alice in Wonderland deck and I had left the cards out that I had pulled when I was clearing out the deck, and one of the cards, use your time well. This just flipped. It flipped. Make every moment count. Lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. I'm trying. I'm trying. We shall get there. We shall all get there. So yeah, again, use your time well. No, they absolutely can't Google it. All right. Um, yeah, I don't know what the lawyer was talking about then. Um, yeah, it's even like in the will, like that I would have to keep paying off the debt. Um, I don't know. They'll put it in a credit only status when you tell them you'll have to provide a death certificate and you'll be fine after that. Yeah, but when I give them the will and the will says that I'm going to continue to pay off her debt, because the will said I have the will. I have it in a safety deposit box, nice and safe, where nothing can fucking happen to it. Lawyer should be fired, lol. I went through this when my mom died. Yeah, I have a cousin in Pennsylvania. His wife, when her mom died, uh, She had like all this stuff in her mom's apartment, like stuff from her childhood, like pictures and stuff. They wouldn't even let her get that stuff. They wanted the money to release her mother's body. Um, and she didn't have the money to do it. So they didn't let her have anything from her mother's house. I'm like, they kept like, what are they gonna do with your fucking childhood photos? What the fuck? You know how like they'll like auction off storage units? They probably auctioned off everything in her mother's house. Um, it's kind of crazy how money's like what it is, what it does. Um, but yeah, I mean, even if I don't have to pay off that debt, I still want to be able to have an income to make sure like, I can take care of myself, take care of my kids, feed my kids. Death is big business for sure. Yeah, friggin' my grandmother, she's so cute. She already has her funeral paid off. It took her a few years ago to um, pay it off. She was like, I just want to make sure it's all set and taken care of. I'm like, well, that'll be good, but um, do we have the receipt so we can be like, yeah, we've already paid for this funeral, you know? Um, let's see, are there any more from is she buried or cremated? My grandmother, she's gonna be buried with my grandfather at the veteran cemetery. Yeah, I remember my grandfather just had like a simple funeral and that shit cost 10 grand. He had just a simple funeral. I mean, they had the military and they shoot off the guns and fold up the flag and stuff, but they didn't pay extra for that. We'll pay the funeral home for that. Um, or do they pay the military to come do that? Imagine if they do. What assholes. Grandfather dedicated his life to you motherfuckers. Smart. Yeah. I see. I wonder, are they going to put her casket on top of his in the ground or is it like next to him? You know. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Believe strange encounters. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure. Precipice of change. Pause before action. Hmm. Or is she going in a casket? Yeah, no, she's gonna be in a casket. Oh man, my poor grandmother. She's just like 93 years old, wondering why she's still here. I've been giving her a shower lately since when my mom was living here, my mom was helping her shower, and now that my mom's not here, I've been helping her, and it really sucks. Like, I don't mind doing it for her, but I know for her, it's just like takes their dignity away. It's just like I wish I could shower myself. Like, I feel you, Graham. I feel you, Graham. If I wish I could help you shower yourself, I mean, it's like I'm showering you, so it's not the same. His your grandfather's. What do you mean? His your grandfather's. I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, what my grandfather? Yeah, my grandfather passed away in 2017. Um, dude, the most beautiful death. The most if we could all die like Tulio did. Shit. Like he just slowly just his body just slowly a little more and more every day just went um He was so cute when one of the last days that he was like conscious and my grandmother walked in the room. There she is, the light of my life. Oh man, I miss that guy. I'll be pissed as hell if I get old and someone's watching me naked. Oh man, well, I mean, I wash her butt for her and everything. Then I rinse it for her. It's not a pretty thing to, be doing or having done. Oh man, I hope like there's someone like if I live to that old, like I hope there's someone to take care of me. I've worked in a nursing home before and I really hope I get to stay at home and have family take care of me. I'm so sorry that I want to burden them. But you know what? I feel bad because my grandmother's always like um feeling like a burden and doesn't want to ask for things and it's like, lady, you're not a burden. You've given me everything in life. You've been my mother. Like, you're not a fucking burden. Um, my mom's the burden. I felt so bad for my mom one day because, like, I was sitting outside with her and I was standing behind her and I was, like, giving her Reiki and, she was just saying how, she wished, like, people wanted to take care of her, how we all take care of my grandmother. And I'm like, Mom, like, it's not anything personal towards you, but you got to understand, like, grandma's been the mother to everyone here. She's taken care of all of us. Like she made us all feel safe, secured, nurtured, loved. You may have had that intention to be that as a mother, but that's you stress a lot, you're chaos a lot. You're always upset, so people are already always feeling like they have to take care of you. And Grim is not asking anybody for anything. She's just slowly getting old and needs help. She's not even asking for it. She needs it. Um, my mom, my mom, she's always had a lot of like physical problems. So she's always been in a lot of pain. But like, there's times where like her pain's not so bad, but even when it's not so bad, you can tell when she's lying. I mean, some people can't. And sometimes when she's in pain, sometimes people don't believe her because of the times where she's trying to milk it when she's actually not in pain. She can be manipulative to try to get attention. So it's like when you're manipulative to get attention, people don't. That's the energy it creates. People don't want to just come do things for you without you asking. Um, but when you're not asking people for stuff and you're still being a support system for them, it naturally makes them want to be supportive of you in return. Um, I don't know. Um, it's life's complicated. It shouldn't be as hard as it is for me to love my mom because she's not a bad person, but things are complicated. Um, but as complicated as they get, we still gotta try to remain compassionate and open and understanding. So I'm trying. I'm trying, but I understood what she was saying that day in the yard. Like, I hope when I'm older, I hope like the younger people in the family want to take care of me. Um, it really sucks in a nursing home. When I worked there and like I'm trying to get to the patients on, there's not enough staff and you can't get everything done that you want to get done. And some patients are sitting in their shit or fucking falling because you can't get to them in time. And that shit sucks. That shit sucks. My mama said, um, we haven't seen Shane or Rasta tonight. No, we haven't. Shane, Rasta, or Ryan. Um, Never heard of any will where it says the child pays off the deceased parent's debt. Sounds sketchy. Well, I'm not the child, I'm the grandchild. I'm fucking pretty much an inconvenience to the inheritance the children were supposed to get. Oh man. You should pull cards on you right now. You're going through a lot. Um, no one is perfect. Yeah, no one is perfect. Ooh, yeah, let's. Well, I mean, there's always something happening. Just trust me. Don't take one day for granted with your mom. I fucked up. I didn't do that like I should have. I mean, back in 2013, a drunk driver hit my mom, my sister, and my niece head on, and I almost lost my mom back then. So it's like, I do remind myself from time to time, like, she was already almost fucking gone. Um, it just, it's like I wish I could enjoy you being my mom, and it's like just when I might start to feel like, oh, I'm enjoying this time with my mom, then like she's saying or doing something where I'm like, oh God, Jesus, Julie. My grandfather, my grandfather used to be like, Jesus Christ. This is what he would say to my mom. You're gonna be the dumbest of them all. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Um yeah, I love my mom. I don't even though I get frustrated and resentful and you feel all these like heavy fucking emotions, I don't take it for granted. Um mm, it's like there's just so many different facets to everything. Oh man. Hold on. Let's pull some cards and see what's coming in for me. What's coming in the near future for Lindsay? Oh, the moon, the star, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands at the bottom. Something I don't see coming. Something that's been in the works for a while. I shall begin to see it soon. And then the Fool under the Ace of Wands. Um, hmm. And even though I'm pulling on myself, I mean, if anything resonates with any of you guys, then friggin' take that shit. You know? There's messages everywhere and everything. Like, even when I re-binge, like, shows like Vikings, like, I, I'll like get like even the conversation when they're talking about like fate and free will and like Ivar is like saying like no like the gods have already like made the decision for us, like we don't have fate. And then his brother Vitserk is kind of like his brother Vitserk jumped off one ship to go with Ivar but left his other brother, and it was like, was that free will or was that fate? Like, and Ivar's like, no, the gods had you get off. They made that decision for you, but who knows? Who knows? Um, anyways, so yeah, I try to get messages, even with stuff I've already seen, already watched. There's always a different perspective, different way to look at things. The moon, Three of Cups, and the King of Swords. The world. With the world card, I'm getting the cycles closing out. I just saw like the sun going down and then you see the moon, but then like the sun comes up again. So it's like that transition between night and day. Um but the it's like that cycle between night and day. Like right now, I can't see, or this is for you, you can't quite see what's to come. But there's something that's been making its way for a long time. We're gonna start getting a glimpse of it. it like even maybe glimpses of it right now, like the stars in the sky. First it starts off with just like a little light here and there, throughout the night. But then when the sun comes up, the largest fucking star, everything's fully illuminated. Um, hmm. The Three of Cups. I'm just getting a lot of communication, a lot of conversation off of this card. And then with the King of Swords, I'm like a decision being made in conversation. Hmm. Wonder what that's about. Hmm. All right, star. Let's see. Ooh, the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Hmm. And the Hierophant. Hmm. The Hierophant. Remember we had Happy Ganesh earlier? The Hierophant. Crossing the star. Um, all right, we got the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. There's like hmm, like I'm just getting like a naive energy off of this. Like there was, it's almost like all right, so there's conversation, but like the conversation's going to be getting really serious because there's going to be a decision made that has to do with mistakes and impulses. Hmm. Remember with the Happy Ganesh earlier, and I was saying like he seems pleased, like it's like if we're learning the lessons and we're doing what we're supposed to, like yeah, of course he's going to be pleased. Like yes, you're evolving, great. Um, but I think this Hierophant. Ooh, and there's a Three of Swords underneath it. Hmm. That's another. Hmm. There's like it's like almost like it's not almost, it is, this is what it feels like. It feels like recognizing the mistakes and the impulses and the I guess I want to use the propensity to make such mistakes, to make such impulses, to have such impulses that ends up leading to sorrow. But I feel like that's changing. It's like being in the dark, and then like there's like a glimpse of hope. Like there's little flecks of light where it's like, oh wait, maybe there's hope, but not maybe. There is. There's always hope. It's always there. Um. All right, let me pull a Knight of Pentacles because this has been coming in for a while. It's been like slow and steady, but it's been hidden. It's been hidden. It's been beneath the surface and hidden. It's almost like whatever this like it's like something solid and grounded is coming in, and it's been in the works for a while, and it was never going to get through I'm like hearing like Paul Revere in the Midnight Ride. It was never going to make it through the ride through this moon energy um without faith, without hope. It's like I can't see where anything's going. So then there's like the that like impulse, the fear of the unknown, that impulse to fucking just sabotage. Because it's almost easier, you know, it allows you to be in control when you are sabotaging it. Um, but really, it's mm. Hold on. Oh, we have the King of Wands at the bottom. That fucking guy. Um, but wait, no, because we just had the Hierophant at the bottom. What did I pick up the deck and shuffle it a little? Mm. All right, let me pull on the Knight of Pentacles. When I'm done clarifying these, I'm gonna get off because I am tired. Um, yeah, if you guys want to talk outside of the lives, like exchange emails, or if you guys don't want to like put your email on here and you want me to message the other person for you, like if I already have their information, like Vera and Katie, if you like Katie, if you want me to give Vera your email address, I can give her your email address. Because I message Vera on Facebook and I message with Katie through email because Katie doesn't have social media. So Katie can't be like, oh, find me on social media, you know? Yeah, so just message me, guys, if you want me to share your email with someone in the live that I do have their information. Um, wasn't it just the King of Wands at the bottom? And what did I shuffle it again while I was talking? And we've got the Hierophant back here again. All right, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Ooh. Um, we got the Two of Cups. Now, Two of Cups, you know, I mean, most people immediately go to romantic connection, but with Two of Cups, I feel like when I looked at this just now, I heard soul contract. We've got the Knight of Cups underneath that. Um, soul contract. Maybe there's a relationship coming in. But like for me, this might not be a relationship. This could just be my connection with you guys. I could have a soul contract with a lot of you guys on here, you know, to bring love and support, guidance, understanding, compassion, you know. All right, so we got the Two of Cups crossing the Knight of Pentacles. So there's been this solid opportunity that's been slowly but surely making its way closer and closer, but it's been doing it like in the shadows. um it's like not it's like as much awareness as there's been of all kinds of things, there's certain things that we're sometimes not allowed to see, even if we have like a intuitive nudge or kind of like feeling like something's something in particular. um Everything to the physical eye might be telling you no, that's not what it is, but underneath the surface there's something happening, there's something in the works, there's something coming forward. Well, just like if this was a relationship, it could be a relationship that's been slowly growing beneath the surface, but not to the physical eye, So it's like, hmm, um, it's like you can sense it, but if you can't see it, how do you know for sure? Um, so it's like for me, like could be a romantic connection coming in that's been in the works underneath the surface for a long time, slowly but surely. Or it could be soul contracts with you guys that's been like in the works. I may not like you guys can come on here and say you help so much, but I don't get to like see your life, so I may be unaware of just how much it's been working, just how much we've been being drawn together, just how much I make you feel loved and supported, or you make me feel loved and supported. Like I don't think a lot of you guys realize how much you help me. Like um like on days where I feel like shit, just because I'm not on here doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you guys, because I am. Um and when I think about the connections that we make on here, like me with you, you with me, and you guys with each other, it makes me feel good in life. I don't really feel good about many things in life. It all hurts. But with you guys, like this is awesome, you know? Um a soul contract, Lenny, I'm not selling my soul. A soul contract. Do you believe in soulmates, Jay? Lenny, give Vera my email, please. Thank you. Okay, I will. I will. If you're cool with it, I mean, you might think I'm an asshole. You know what, Vera? Even if you're an asshole, you're the right kind of asshole. I love you, Vera. Yes, of course. Do you believe there's only one soulmate? Because we have, like, I mean, there's like romantic soulmates, how people say they're looking for the one, the soulmate, but there's a lot of soulmates. Um, a friend is a soulmate. It's somebody that, um, came into this life to be your friend. I mean, obviously they have other things that they came into this life to do, but part of their life, they're supposed to be your friend, or they're supposed to be your lover, you know? You believe? No, I don't. I'm all set with polygamy, but I mean, anybody that's okay with it, all the power to you. I personally don't want that shit. I'm your soulmate, Jay. Admit it. Yes, Katie is your soulmate, Jay. Um, Let me tell you something. You're a lifesaver. I've been suicidal here before, and you didn't even know how your platform helped me. Vera, I love you so much. Dude, I mean, I can't say that I'm suicidal because I would never follow through with it, but I fantasize about it. Like in great detail. Do you know how many different ways I have killed myself in my head? Oh man, I would say it's unhealthy, but it's probably actually very helpful. I mean, maybe not for everyone. For some people, if they're fantasizing about suicide, they might follow through with it. But for me, when I was younger and my boyfriend passed away, and like just the grief from the loss, all I think about when I think about following through with ending it, I think about what it would make other people feel. And then that feels like shit because I very much remember what that felt like. I mean, I've lost a lot of people since then too, but that initial loss, that was that was a real doozy. Um, but I'm glad. I'm more than glad. I'm fucking grateful and blessed to even connect with any of you guys. Um, we don't know what's going on in other people's worlds. It's like I come on here, I'm smiling all the time, guys. You know how many times I was crying like hard before I live streamed, and then I come on, I'm smiling like this. You know, you don't ever really know. People are good at hiding it. Um, I've always loved myself. What? Why? Yeah, well, it's like you can love yourself, but still want to fucking kill yourself. It's like, you know, for some of us, our trauma, it haunts us every day. Like it's still happening, and it's you just want to get the fuck away from it, and you can't. You can try and run, you can try and hide, but it's just always there, and it feels like it's fucking laughing at you. And it can be really fucking lonely. Um, but you know what? Like, I'm fucking glad I have suicidal thoughts because it makes me have the ability to be able to bring comfort to other people that have suicidal thoughts. Because, you know, when somebody gets it, it brings a comfort. And especially with suicide, you don't have anyone you feel comfortable talking to about it. Because what do people do if you tell them you feel suicidal? Suddenly they have all the answers for you, or you're selfish for having thoughts like that, and then you're made to feel like, oh, I shouldn't have said anything at all. Um, I feel like we should normalize talking about suicide. Why are we fucking trying to not talk about it? Um, you know, or you know, what if people that felt suicidal had a space to go to where they could express they were feeling that way without it causing a panic of people trying to micromanage. Oh, well, let's try and control you to stop you from feeling that way, and then it just makes you feel like shit even more. Sometimes just being able to talk about it and be like, I wish I could blow my fucking brains out right now. Sometimes that feels good to just say it, but I wouldn't actually do it, you know. But then again, at the same time, it could also be triggering for someone who is suicidal to talk about it. So it's like, what the fuck do we do? What do we do? My trauma is never ending, but I try. Yeah, well, because it's like, you know, life doesn't stop happening. So there's always like new traumas to come, right? You know, but then there's still all the trauma that we didn't have time to deal with. Or, you know, or even if we had the time to deal with it, like the right guidance, the right support to have in order to, like, some of the most happy acting people kill themselves. Yeah. Hey, Treasure, how are you? Oh, you're trapped too? Hey, man, let's just be trapped together. um, you know, in Titanic, I don't know if any of you, I mean, I'm assuming you guys have all seen the movie Titanic. I mean, who hasn't? It's probably just been a while for you guys, but at one point, Rose is like explaining how she feels like she's in a crowded room and she could scream and nobody would even acknowledge it. That's that's what life feels like all the time on the inside. And while that's going on, I'm still trying to function like that's not happening inside. That's why they say unless they get killed. That's what they say unless they get killed. Is it like you want to take a bunch of people with you? For me, like sometimes when I think about like how I don't want to be here anymore, I'm like shit. Like I mean, if I was gonna leave people behind, I can't leave my kids behind. But then I'm like, I don't want to kill my kids, so I just gotta stay here, you know. But not everybody has the strength to stay here, even though they're feeling that way. But but there's also like the more I learn about energy and this reality and other realities and dimensions and stuff, and um I truly believe that when you kill yourself you reincarnate faster. And I feel like when you kill yourself, I feel like all the things that you evolved with in that lifetime, I feel like you have to learn those lessons all over again. You know, it's kind of like, all right, say you're playing a video game and you're like at the last fucking level, um, and you're instead of trying to beat the last level, like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna let the final boss kill me, but then it makes you start at the very beginning of the fucking game. Like, it makes you start at the very beginning of the game, and then you have to go through all the levels all over again. Um, but I feel like if you stick it out and you don't end it, and the next lifetime you reincarnate, it's almost kind of like, all right, say like, you know how there's like the Call of Duty games, there's Black Ops 1. Now, if you kill yourself, you have to do that whole game all over again. But if you make it to the end, then you get to, when you reincarnate, you're in Black Ops 2. You're in the next game, you know? Um, I don't know. Just a crazy person on here rambling about things that probably don't make sense to most people. Uh, um, do you feel like you hit your goals in life? I always do eventually. I always do eventually. You're not a loser, Vera, though you're a winner. We're all winners here. We're all winners here. Um, is it a heartbreak? JB, no, I don't feel like a loser. You're not a loser. Vera, you are anything but love. No way will I be a fly attracted to poop. That's a game. You think it's a game, you know that song every day we lit. Nope, been there, thought about that. How do I is it Iskandar? Iskandar? So you think about all these weird, crazy things too? We're not crazy, Lenny. We're emotionally third-degree burn victims. That's a great way to put it, Katie. Only way I'd feel suicidal if my face was half burnt off. Oh, then you'd be like, what's his name in Batman? With half his face. Two-Face? Is that his name, Two-Face? Maybe this group is full of people who need one another. I think it is. I think it is. I feel like the frequency of the channel will attract people like that in. Now, obviously, all anybody can click in and join, but anyone that's gonna stay is our people, Vera. That's what's so awesome about this. It's like, I've been on this spiritual journey, and I'm disconnecting from like all these people that I've known my whole life, and but then it's like, well, where are my people? And I have like a couple that have come in over the years. But it's like, where's my tribe? But you know, I'm here in a place where people can find me. And then in turn, when you guys keep coming back, if you're trying to find your weirdo tribe too, well, guess what? They're gonna come in, you're gonna meet them here. That's awesome. And nobody should be insulted that I said weirdo tribe. It's awesome to be weird. Do you know what the actual definition of weird is? Hold on. I'm going to read it to you. Suggesting something supernatural, uncanny. So if someone tells you you're weird, they're telling you that you're fucking magical. Uh, Weird as an adjective, that's what it means, but as a noun, it's a person's identity. And as a verb, induce a sense of disbelief or alienation in someone. Yeah, I'll get that. But hold on. The origin is Old English weird destiny of Germanic. How do you say? Just German origin. um, the adjective late Middle English originally meant having the power to control destiny. This is what weird fucking means. And was used especially in the Weird Sisters, originally referring to the Fates, later the witches in Shakespeare's Macbeth. The latter use gave rise to the sense unearthly. So being weird is awesome. Being weird is awesome. All right. Oh wait, I didn't even finish reading about this Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords, but I don't really feel like it. I don't really feel like it. Um, and I have a friend, the one that did my egg clearing the other day. I gotta ask her if she wants to live stream with me, cause I think she would be fun on here. I think she would be really fun on here. I think you guys would like Deanna. I think you guys would love Deanna, and she's got these big, beautiful boobies. She's like known for her cleavage around these parts. Oh man. We'll get her and her titties on here hopefully someday. You are awesome. Glad to meet you at the right time. Oh, thank you. You are brave to put yourself out here. Well, I mean, it's easy when I'm just sitting alone in a room with my phone. It would be a completely different story if I had to go somewhere and have a room full of people watching me. I mean, well, there's only 11 people here right now, but even just like two people that I don't know sitting there staring at me, I'd be like, I don't want to talk. I got nothing to say. I mean, unless one of them sparked up a conversation, it was interesting to me, then I'd talk. Yeah, I have a gift, the gift of gab when I'm alone in a room. Oh man. It's genuine, that's what I like. Yeah, it's I mean, even in person I'd be genuine, but I feel like this space allows me to be more myself without getting in my head about I mean, I still get in my head sometimes, but not the way I normally do. It gives this gives me a space where I can be myself without it's like I know I'm being judged. I know you guys are watching, but I don't know. I don't know. Um I filter myself less on here. Like if I was doing this like publicly, like in person, I would catch myself trying to filter myself more. Um and I don't like filtering myself. Like I'm one of those people that when I have to like filter and like watch what I say, like I'm like sitting there like kind of like itching the whole time wanting to like just keep it real. But then, sometimes you can come off to people the wrong way. But at least on here, you guys have a choice on whether or not you want to watch. So it makes it easier for me. Um, like imagine if you guys like if we were in like an auditorium and I was like on a stage talking to you, like it's easier for you to be like, oh, I'm not interested and click off of here than if you were sitting somewhere. You probably a lot of people like don't get up and leave when they want to. They're like, oh, I hate this. And then they wait till it's over. Oh, I don't know. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go smoke some weed and watch a movie. You have way more than that. I think you're an incredible being, and some of the people who keep coming back seem to be incredible too. I can't deny this. Dude, I'm so glad you're here, Vera. I'm so glad you're here. Like when we had talked that time, and you said you had been staying away because of fucking dude, I was like, damn, no. He hasn't come back either. Fucker. Fucker. The people that are meant to be here will keep coming back no matter what. No matter what. Dude, you guys will see me on here like 70 years old with a cane and gray hair. I'll be like, I still got my YouTube channel going. Oh man. I'll be like in a nursing home, live streaming on YouTube. Be like, they're cleaning my ass right now. They better do a good job. Oh man. Yeah, see, I can't live in a nursing home and depend. Well, even if I didn't live in a nursing home, like having my family take care of me, like when you get too old to like be able to wipe your own ass, like you better hope you have somebody like me that's like, I hate to use the term very anal, but like about wiping and making sure it's clean. Like I've had to wipe my grandmother a couple times for like we only have one bathroom here, so we have like a commode for her in case of emergencies. And the seat for the commode is so small, so she has a hard time wiping herself, so I have to wipe her when she uses the commode. And dude, I know there's some people that work in nursing homes that are not doing a good job wiping those patients, and I need a good ass wiper to take care of me when I'm older. Such a weird thing to say, but it's true. It's true. Like if you got kids, you better train them to really wipe their ass real good because when they're older and you're old and you need them to take care of you, if they don't know how to wipe their ass, how well do you think they're gonna wipe yours? Dude wipes. uh, I get a robot. You know what? There'll probably be a robot by then. There probably will be. Um, my mom has had when she was here, she had one of those little bidet things like put on the toilet. You know how they make the ones you can like put on the back of the toilet if you don't have the money to buy like one of those toilets or a bidet. I fucking hate that thing. I never even tried to use it. I wouldn't want to because you know what grosses me out about them? It's like how is somebody like pooping like my mom has a lot of stomach issues, so it's always just like poop splat in the toilet. And I'm like, how are you fucking putting diarrhea all over the little thing that squirts the water on you to clean you? It's like isn't that like it's got poopy on it, so isn't it squirting poopy water at you? So instead of calling it a bidet, I would call it her poopy squirter. And the person she had install it didn't install it good, so like it kept making the toilet seat loose, and then it would start to fall off, and then the toilet seat would start to fall off, and the bidet is falling off. So I would try to get it back on and tighten it, but like I would have to like take the whole thing apart and redo it to get it to like stay on good because the way they did it was wrong. But anyways, so eventually I disconnected it and made her get rid of it because she was the only one using it, and it was a pain in the ass. But It had buttons on the side. If you just like touch the button, it turns it on. So you know how mad I would be when it would like start to come off the toilet and I would like readjust it, get it all tightened up again, and I would accidentally hit one of the buttons and it would start squirting at me, squirting all over my pants and my clothes, a fucking poopy squirt. I'm like, great, I probably got Julie feces on me right now. Fuck those things. I'd rather wipe my ass with toilet paper till it bleeds. Like, oh man. My mom used to date a guy. He used to have like shit stains in his pants, and it's like, are you like not wiping at all, or are you just like not wiping good? Like, shit. Like, I'll wipe my asshole right off. Like, I don't want poop just left there. Some people don't wipe good. That's sad. Um, but back to what I was saying, I mean, someday you can't, like even like my right shoulder hurts, I'm still able to wipe my own butt, but um if it hurt more, it's hard for me to put my arm back here to wash my back. If it hurt so much that I couldn't wipe my, well, I could use my left hand, but that's difficult. Imagine leaving it up to someone else to clean your butt. I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to get old. Now I'm gonna have a meltdown about getting old. My youth just like passed me by. It just like it came and then it went and it was gone. Facts, you got a loyal fan base. I do, and I fucking love it. I love it. And when I hadn't been on for a month and then I came back and you guys all came back, I was like, I love you guys. We're family. We're family. You have to wipe until you see no color. Well, exactly. Oh, oh man. Oh man. I used to have a cousin who used to shit his pants and then he would hide his shitty underwear. It's like he would come visit like our house and then after he'd leave, my mom would find like boys' underwears with turds. She'd be like, I don't know why this kid, like at least like if you're having an accident, throw them out. Like why are you hiding them behind the door or on the side of the washer and dryer? I wipe one time, that's it. No, you don't, Jay. Please tell me you wipe more than once. You definitely got mud butt, bro. For sure. No, you're lying. You're lying. Please. You don't have the energy of someone that fucking leaves shit in their ass, Jay. You have the energy of somebody with a very clean ass. Oh man, how disappointing, Katie, if Jay has poopy in his butt. Mud butt. Did you guys ever used to watch Robin Big, the man pawn? Um Big. He used to like I think he said he used to like use toilet paper and bunch it up and put it in his butt for like a man pawn for his mud butt. Or maybe it was just for the sweat back there. I don't fucking know. Jay, what in the butt mud? JB, that's gross. LOL. You guys, speaking of poopies, after my mom lived here with her dog, like all like the like pretty like throw blankets that I bought for my daughter over the years. Like there's a pink one with like white butterflies and it's really soft and it's like big, so like big enough like I could wrap it around myself. It was one of my favorite ones to wrap around myself when I'm cold instead of, using a giant comforter. Sometimes you have a nice throw blanket. Um my mom fucking like at one point or another used like every single one of our fucking throw blankets. Like there's even one with dinosaurs on it. It says just a girl who loves dinosaurs because my daughter loves dinosaurs. So like now I washed the blankets today and it's like they're clean, but I've seen when my mom was living here, I had seen dog piss on them before. I had seen dog poop on them before. So it's like, even though they're clean, it made me sad today because I wanted to use one of them, and I'm like, it's clean. I washed it personally. Hot water, lots of soap. Um, but like, I just keep picturing shit on it, and it makes me mad. That it makes me mad at my mom. Anything to stay mad at mom. No, you know what's been frustrating me about my mom? I feel bad that, like, ever since her living here, um, like, even though she's not here anymore and she has her own place now, like, when she says, like, I love you to me, like, I make, I'm like, I feel like this, like, feeling of, like, disgust and, like, resentment. Like, yeah, you love me. Fuck you. And then, then I'm mad at myself that I felt that. And I'm like, what the fuck? The mother wound needs more healing. Oh boy. I had to take it out by hand so it wouldn't clog. What, poopy? Ew. Dude, I seen my mom pick up one of her dog's turds once with a bare hand. I was like, you're not gonna get a napkin for that? I can't. Me and my mom are just very different people. Very different. It's like we're similar in a lot of ways, but the way in which we're different is with the logic and reasoning. She has none. Anyone else dream about toilets? Uh, no. But I mean, life is like a toilet, you know. Same toilet, different shit. Every day, just different turds in the toilet. I felt like that about my mom too. Yeah. I used to, it's like I still have compassion and empathy for her, but I used to have way more of it for her. But when she was living here, some of the ways that she was being manipulative. Now, my mom, for the most part, like, her trying to manipulate things is her trying to manipulate things so it works out for everyone involved. But she usually fucks it up and makes it a nightmare for everyone involved. But when she was like the whole thing with my when my niece's kid got taken by social services, and the way my mom handled things with me and my daughter and tried to guilt trip me and make it seem, she literally told me that it was my fault a child was in social services. It's like, I didn't do that. I just said I'm not fostering a child again. That's not me putting a child in the system. Someone else did that. I just wasn't going to be the one to save the child from the system. I've I've got my own kids I got to worry about. I already tried to do that with another one of my niece's kids, and now I grieve over a little boy that I won't get to see again. Well, I won't get to have a relationship with him again until he's 18, if he wants to come know his biological family, because we didn't want to fucking lose him. Um, but I did see him um, at a kid's birthday party, but I have to act like I don't know him, which sucks. It's like I might get to see him once a year until he's 18, but I have to act like I don't fucking know him. Lenny Vera, I don't know mine, but if you can be found and you want her, give it a go. Oh, you don't know your mom, Katie? You just described my mom. My mom was horrible and also wonderful in a lot of ways. It's hard not to let that fuck us up. Yeah, because in my mom's head, like, she was being victimized and I was just an asshole, and it's like, Lady, you're the one screaming in the morning, waking my daughter up before school, screaming about how you're glad she gets to wake up in her own bed. It's like, my daughter shouldn't have to wake up and feel guilty that she's in her own bed. Like, what kind of fucking 60 something year old asshole is gonna do that to my child? But, I mean, you know, my mom gets caught up in her emotions, in her feelings, and when she comes up with a solution, even if it's a shit solution, if it's the only one she can come up with and you're not going to go along with it, you're suddenly going to be the enemy. And no. Um, yeah, and the way she was manipulating my grandmother and getting my grandmother worked up, and like even times where like I would say something and then she'd be all butthurt about it, and then I would hear her go in the room and start telling my grandmother that I was making her feel this way because I said this, and she would twist what I said. And it's like, my grandmother just wants to be, fucking lady's 93 years old. Like, and if you're gonna tell her I was an asshole to you, at least tell her what I actually fucking said. But you can't tell her exactly what I said. You can't, because then you look like an asshole. So you have to twist it to make it look like you're the victim, get my grandmother all worked up and then annoyed with me. And then if I want to try to explain myself, my grandmother already thinks I've attacked my mother and turned her into a victim and like tortured her in some. Oh man, my poor grandmother. But it's like the because when my mom wasn't living here, my grandmother's she's a pretty practical, logical fucking person. But when my mom was here, they were living in the same room together. So then my grandmother started, like, her perspective and her opinion on things was becoming very victimized and very, and I'm just like, oh my God. And then I started resenting my mom for the effect she was having on my grandmother. It's like, ew, look what you're doing to grandma. Like, you know what? Yeah, there's a child in our family that's in the fucking system right now, and we need to handle that the best we can. And convincing the old lady that I'm the monster isn't fucking helping anybody. Convincing the old lady that the baby who's in the system is being tortured right now isn't helping. It's stop making a bad situation worse. Um, But now my mom's like, you know what? It's good that we didn't take the baby in because now, now my niece is having, I mean, she's slipping up, she's fucking up. But she's also having to do the work and get her shit together. If we took her kid in, it would have been like when I fostered her first kid. Oh, auntie's taking care of it. I'm just going to keep fucking up and she can just be the parent to my kid. No, 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 no. Auntie's not going to be the parent to your kid this time. You're going to get your shit together. Nobody's going to keep cleaning up your mess for you. You need to adult. You had a kid, you lost it. You wanted to have another one, and now you're losing it again. No, get your shit together. And sometimes people need the fucking tough love. They're gonna think you're the asshole in the moment. But in hindsight, now my mom's looking at it and she's like, because my niece has a drinking problem. Her father was an alcoholic and her mother's withering away in a nursing home, and her life is fucking sucked. She has a lot of reasons to want to escape. But so she's gone into detox, she's gone and got help, but she's relapsing, she's really struggling. But she wouldn't have even been trying to get sober had we taken her kid in. She she wouldn't she would never get that kid back. I'm hoping she does. I'm hoping she does. As of right now, social services is, they're not thrilled with the things she's done wrong, but they're also like, well, we're glad you're trying to get help because I think that's at the end of the day, that's what matters most to them. Um, but at the time there was a lot of tension in the house and it really sucked, but I know I made the right decision. And I know people that don't know, like, the full background of everything would probably be like, well, how could you let your niece's kid go into the system? And it's like it's actually better that way. Because if you clean up people's problems for them all the time, they won't ever own up to it. So my niece is learning that lesson now of having to own up to her mistakes and having to take responsibility and accountability for it. Even if she's only doing it a little bit at a time, it's more than she was doing, more, she's taking more accountability and responsibility than she was before. So, um, all right. It's shit how our parents fuck with us. Yeah, it is. Um, my mom is a fed, no joke. My mom was horrible and wonderful in a lot of ways. It's hard not to let that fuck us up. No, she considered me a tosser, so my father raised me. What's a tosser? It's okay, Vera's probably the best. Vera, garbage you toss away. Oh yeah, because you were saying about your brother earlier too. Um, usually it's the dad that's like, nope, and the mother's raising the kids alone. But it was flipped for your family, Katie. Um, that's crazy. Like as a mom, like I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine walking away from my kids, not knowing them, not being here for them. Um, like even like with my niece, and I can't imagine like somebody taking my children from me and then not doing everything in my power to get them back. It's insane, like addiction. Like one of my good friends that turned into a fucking heroin addict, she lost her kid to social services. Then she got her back, and then she was sober for a little while, but then she got pulled back into the drugs. And then I don't think social services ever got involved again, but her sister and has been raising her daughter for a long time now, and she just continues to do drugs and act like she's not doing drugs. And when we were she was such a good mom. She was an amazing mom. Like she put me to shame. She like inspired me to want to be a better mother. And then she let the drugs take her over and separate her from her kid. Like that shit baffles me. That shit baffles me. I'm over here like I'm a shitty mom, but I wouldn't leave my fucking kids. I'm obviously not that bad of a parent. I'm not. You know what it is? I'm just like too aware of myself and too aware of them and too aware of how things are integrated and imprinted, and you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You program things into your kids that you don't fucking mean to, and even if you're aware, you can't stop it. Um, that why Catherine is built tough. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like like for me, my dad was like in and out of my life, so it's like I really didn't have a dad. Um, my grandfather was my father. I'm fucking lucky. Like I had like that male figure that showed me like what a good man is, what a good, strong, dependable, loving man is. Um, but if your mom would just fucking walk away and leave you like that, like it's almost like, are you better off? Would your life have been more of a struggle if she was in it? Because I look back and like me and my dad, we have like a good relationship now. But that's because I know how to navigate it because I know and I understand him and I know and I understand myself. Um, But if I look back and I try to play out how my life would have went if he had stayed around, especially with his personality type, my life would have been worse. It would have been fucking horrible. It would have been horrible. I love you, Dad, but it would have fucking sucked if you were around, because you can be a dick. Oh, man.